Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the streams. Hello! I'm Icarus, and these are the streams. Today we will be going back into Final Fantasy Funtime 14, or as we call it, where Epsilon and I, my cousin, my sweet, wonderful cousin, we'll be going into Final Fantasy 14. So we will be entering, just to let you know, we are at the very, 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 very end of Stormblood. And I mean the very end. We are like post Stormblood going into Shadowbringers. Like we are on the tip of Shadowbringers, so yeah, Epsilon, it's all come back to me. Not what we did last time, I just mean being on stream. Yeah, I know. It's been a while, but that's okay. Okay, so without further ado, I don't even want to do a last time without our boy. 2 whiffs from Shadowbringers. I mean, we're very close. Hold on. I'm saying I'm coming on. Hold on. Let me get you on voice first. My boy. There you are. My boy. Speak so that we may hear. Epsilon, can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? That might be me. That might be on my end. Hold on. That could be on my end. Let me check on this. Let me make sure that your stuff has sound. There we go. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Am I coming through now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You got a lot of static in the background, but I could hear you for a moment. It stopped now.
Static?
Not now. It's gone. Fully gone.
Oh, I can hear me on your stream now too. Okay.
No, that's not good.
What happened?
Hold on.
Why is my audio?
Nope, I need your stuff.
Wait. Oh, it's using. What? I think it's using my.
Yes,
oh, maybe the USB cords got bumped or something.
They got bumped.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
I also need to put this
one. I want to do that Windows stop.
That's okay. We're getting everything up.
Yeah, it was using my DAC audio for some reason.
Your DAC?
The digital to analog converter I have for my audio output.
Oh, okay.
It has a microphone input, but I don't use it ever. I don't know why. Like, if I had like a headset that had a microphone line, I could plug it in that. But I mean, this technically has a headset, but it's wireless, so I don't need.
All right. Well, it works now. That's good. All right. Hello, Epsilon. Hello, friend. Hello, cousin.
Hello.
All right. So, last time. Oh God. Help me.
So last time we. Yeah, it's a real struggle here.
Doma's free. Alamigo's free.
Oh yeah, we're way past that now.
Yeah, but I just wanted to set up the setting for it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The Empire might be striking back though. Freaking
yes.
One of the best movies.
Oh, we found out that Xanos, how you say his name? Xanos, the prince.
Oh yeah, the prince.
He's still alive?
Maybe.
According to, well, it's like there were 2 soldiers talking about it, and they made it sound like he made it somehow. So
is it propaganda to keep the soldiers in line?
Maybe.
So it's like, no, everything's fine.
Maybe
his body was recovered, but that was it.
Maybe,
and so
yeah, that's
like
possibility.
A zombie dude,
but they made it sound like he was still good. So like, yeah, it's not like they didn't say really what his state was, just that he wasn't done, the kind of thing. Like where there's more story for him, basically, is what they did. No. I'm
just doing this because I want to.
Yeah, right, so. Nice movements. So then we stumbled. We were. What were we doing?
Well,
we're doing something.
Okay.
We were given. Sorry.
Gusetsu.
But before that, like we were given like free time in Alamigo, basically. Like, hey, you guys did a great job. Whatever. You guys go. You deserve a break. And then we were told, hey, someone was spotted in
Doma.
Not in Doma, but in the Japanese, like the seafaring town.
Oh, I don't remember the town's name.
Yeah, I don't remember now either.
I could look it up,
but
I guess.
in Japan land, basically. That's what it is. It's very
Japan land.
Japanese.
It's Japan land.
Hingshi?
That's not it.
No.
I don't think that's right.
It starts with an H, though. I think you're really close.
Oh, well. So we go over there.
Maps are friends.
I was about to say, it is here. Shirogane? Is that it?
Is that it? I thought it started with an H.
No,
my memory's not
right.
My memory not work good either, so.
I don't remember. Too many names.
It's in the Ruby C. It's in the Ruby C.
Too many fake names.
Can you hear my wife singing?
No. But I bet it's beautiful.
I can hear her sing, because I'm worried that's going to show up on stream.
Would it be bad if it did?
No, I just don't want her, like, unwittingly singing on stream.
Might get copyright because she's so good.
Well, yeah, it is, Hingashi is the area. It's Kugane is the name of the city.
Oh, Kugane, there we go.
You're close. Like, you had it, man. You're on it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, in Kugane, there was, like, some sighting of a large samurai and a
lady
woman, a beautiful woman or whatever that described her. But their appearances matched Gosetsu and what is her name? Chris, do you remember?
Oh shoot.
I feel like I'm getting old. Like...
Yaruza, I believe. Gosh damn, hold on. I thought it was like Yaruza or something.
What?
Just open up the journal or something. Where's
what?
There's a journal.
What do you think her name is?
Yaruza?
This isn't happening.
Where is... I'm trying to find... Oh, I see. Post Stormblood. Okay, here we go.
Yatsuyu.
Yatsuyu. I think it was Y something.
He's calling her Suyu as like a cutesy name, right?
Well, yeah, because he's like, she was the bad person from earlier who's like tormenting everyone. But now she's, yes, my neck. But now she's revived. Like, she didn't die, but she lost her memories.
So Gosetsu and her survived the Palace of Doma, like, crashing down on top of them, basically, because the floor beneath them gave out, and they fell into the water, and it, like, I guess the splash, the water, like, absorbed their fall.
Yeah.
And let them both live. But Yosetsu cannot, Yosuyu cannot talk, I'm sorry. She can't remember anything, like, who she is, anybody, what terrible things she's done in the past, what terrible things happened to her to make her a terrible person. She's just like an innocent little girl. She basically reverted to being a child. Basically. And Yosetsu couldn't bring himself to end her in that state because she's not a bad person right now. So, I guess it's like unfair to kill her, and that's what Yugiri, who's the head of security, wants to do. But then they all agreed that the best course of action really would be to bring her to Hien and let him, their emperor, right? What's his? Yeah, Hien. Yeah, he's the emperor now because we brought him back. He's an emperor. Is that? I just couldn't remember what his title was. Yeah, it's an emperor. Emperor of Doma. They want Hien to give his approval or his judgment on her, basically. What would be the fairest thing to do with her? Because that's his place. And so we brought her back and went through some interesting ordeal when we first got back of finding out that the security, like head of security at this location that he was going to put in personal charge of watching her was also the man that ran the... She was a whore! Yeah, he ran like a brothel basically, and she was like one of his main girls because she was so pretty, and she was like sold to him because her family was awful back before she became evil. Yeah, her family was awful. They sold her into being a prostitute basically, and this guy ran that establishment until he became disillusioned with the Empire. He's like, so I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to make redemption. Yeah, he basically tried to atone for his sins, and he abandoned that place and left to become part of the rebellion against the Empire, the Empire taking over Doma. and that's why he's where he is now. He's raised in the rank, excuse me, to be like a chief of security. But when he saw Yosuyo,
yeah,
Yosuyu, gosh, her name is so hard for me because it's really it's not complicated. It's like simple syllables, but I keep forgetting what they are.
It's like repeat. It's weird syllables.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to remember it. But yeah, so you see her face, even though it's not her, like, you know, mentally she doesn't remember who he is, she doesn't remember any of that. But as soon as he saw her at a distance, he felt terrible and felt sick, and like he could not be the person around her. That would not be okay. So, after bringing light to that, Kian agreed that, you know, he shouldn't be the one put in charge of Watchers, so they're gonna find someone else. And what was the very last thing that happened? I kind of forgot.
So then we got whiffed that the Empire's gonna attack again. Hence the Empire Strikes Back joke from a while earlier.
Yeah.
They might be striking back, so we gotta go deal with that. And for now, Yosuyu's like, just go, Setsu, go take care of her. She seems to trust you. Just go sit with her. You're hurt anyway.
Setsu was assigned. Since he was kind of being protective of her anyway, it made a lot of sense to put him personally in charge. That's right.
Also, he's not really 100% at this point because of all the, you know, wandering and no food barely and all that stuff.
He's been malnourished is the right word for it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
all right, let's go find
us. He's in no place to be in real combat, basically.
Yeah, basically. All right, so we got to go to Castrum. So this was like a walk away. This is a genuine walk.
Castrum Fluminous. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell or something.
Yeah, I guess we probably got to go to Namnai first.
I looked at that. We could teleport there. I guess that's technically closer. I just don't know if the...
That's like the only way to get there, right? Because then we have to like walk from there.
Yeah, we have to walk. So we can walk there, right?
I guess we can, but I mean, we could just...
I don't know. I'm wondering if they want us to go through... So on my map, that area to the east... Sorry, to the west of, where the Glittering Basin is.
Yeah.
Like, do you have that filled out at all, really? Like, where, like, the Swallow's compass is and stuff?
I have a little bit of it filled out.
Yeah, see, mine's almost entirely empty, so I was wondering if we're supposed to go that way, potentially.
Do you have Yuzuka Manor filled out?
I have the Manor.
That's the farthest I have.
I have the Mercantil Docks there to the left of that. So
yeah, I have that too.
I can see it. But all the around that is just, like, unfilled out map. It's just a grid paper, so...
I mean, I think we could probably just, like, warp to Namai and then walk over here, and then it'll probably send us to the left afterwards. Because we haven't been over there, so I'm pretty sure they're going to send us over there.
I'm teleporting us to Namai, and then we'll figure this out from there.
Yes! It's like, please give me the...
Yes! Yes. Hold it too right in my face.
Yes, master.
No.
Yes, master.
We have no masters here.
Where are you? There you go. No, wait.
No, I'll leave you. I tried.
I'll sing us a song.
Oh, my ride is so loud. I don't need you to sing a song. You sound like Gur.
Yeah, the best. And now we have to go all the way down. Good luck.
That's probably not the right way to go, though.
Yeah, we have to like get off this like settlement.
Like, I think there's somewhere. Yeah, over here. It's better to go. Let me,
the robot's so cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'm gonna tweak my...
really cool?
If it wasn't playing music.
If we could fly.
How about you start? Oh.
I want to fly high so I can reach the highest.
What does this music count as?
Mount music?
Yeah, but like, what does it count in the volume sliders? There's not mount music as a slider. I can just turn it off entirely.
Oh god.
I guess I'll just do that. I guess I'll just no mount music. That's against the rules.
Music?
Wait, what? Why is my game not performing at full capability?
Where is mount music?
There's a button for it in the music section in system.
Aha! I see it.
I have you now. Give me 1 second. Something's not quite right.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make it sit here
Enable
and boring.
normal.
You're still checking settings anyway, I guess.
Amount. Okay, yeah, I'm checking around.
Viewers can.
Oh yeah, the freaking listening position. Should I have that turned up really high?
No, that's what I tweaked, and it messed up my audio. That's why I didn't realize what was happening. It should be at 10. Put it at 10, leave it at 10. Because what it does is it moves the audio source from your camera and your character's perspectives. And apparently, being at 0, that's exactly where your character's supposed to be at, like makes them sound like they're miles away in game. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I don't know how they made that spectrum, like what the scale is supposed to be correlated to, but it is not like correct or reasonable. So I highly recommend not touching that.
Oh, by the way, if you like watching us play, you should buy Final Fantasy 14 yourself. It's going on sale again, so you actually can.
Oh, it's going to be available for sale, not like to be clear, like going on sale does not mean it's going to be reduced.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Price.
You can buy it again.
It will be available, right? They had to stop sale on all new accounts because of the outage issues that happened right as the last expansion came out.
Oh, these are things.
Speaking
Maybe this will be the last one we can fly.
Yeah, probably my first one in this area, honestly.
Probably mine too.
I don't know what just happened. It was not. Oh, I interrupted. Now that was delayed. I was like just sitting there not doing anything, and then all of a sudden it popped me out, and then it interrupted my attempt.
I want more.
Calm down.
I want to fly everywhere.
Veruca.
I want the best. I want the whole world.
You got a feast this morning.
A bean feast.
What's a freaking bean feast? What's wrong with that child?
Didn't she clarify she had boots and sensuits in, or like didn't she like say a bunch of things after? Where it was like, this is what
I just heard you say. Boots and sensus. I don't think the sensus are real beans.
I was just saying gibberish. Sensus and
you said that sounds like a good kind of feast to have because it means you're perfectly healthy after you do it. But they're pretty rare.
Terrible.
It has to, right? If it's that good for you, like that incredibly good for you, it must. I bet it tastes like. Hold on a second.
Come up here. There we go.
Something like that.
My boy.
You're the boss of me. Oh, you can see the one-eyed dog in the background. My head's on the right spot. That's Kunai's baby dog named Shoku, which means little kunai, little dagger. And she was mommy to it for a long time, being very sweet with it, being very affectionate. And then one day, I caught her chewing on the eye she ripped out. So it's been isolated until my wife until Sasha can go and sew it. She hasn't tried to yet, though.
Sweet world.
Yeah, my nephew was over here and he was playing around. Saw it, was like, "What's this for?" I was like, "That's Kunai's little baby doll that she decided to destroy."
You're late.
She's a bit destructive with stuffed animals.
All right, let's do it. Here, what you got?
Sorry. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum.
Yeah, so this is the enemy base that we took over.
Yeah, it's an enemy base we overtook. Freedom!
Revolution!
It's basically this and then the Capitol building. That's all we had to get for Doma. Didn't a bunch of farmers take this building too, technically?
I think so.
That's all it was, basically, a group of farmers and us.
Frickin' Revolutionary Army.
That.
The Minutemen.
So ominous.
Oh, it's a smoke signal.
Is it? Is that
Signaling
smoke?
that there's a Taco Bell.
It looks kind of like smoke. Oh, it's smoke signal.
Thoughts, Yugiri?
What do you think?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
We want to put our differences aside.
Who can say?
After we, brutalized your people.
Whatever they
Brutalize
want,
them.
we cannot simply blast them out of the sky.
I mean, you could.
Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
What's that word mean?
Reconnoiter?
Yes.
I think it's like to converse, but I honestly don't remember that.
Reconcile with one another? Like
it might be. You know what? Let's do a quick little.
I know. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, no. Computer, look up.
Not computer.
Guy at the chair.
Oh man, don't do that to me.
You're the guy at the chair. You said you wanted me to do in the chair.
I'm not the guy in the chair. I'm MC. What are you talking about? Clearly.
I can't be the guy in the chair. I barely know how to work the chair.
What's that called when you have the disorder where you think you're the main character? Oh, narcissism. That's it, right? That works.
Ouch.
Isn't that the same thing almost?
I mean, basically, yeah. You're like, I am the center of the universe.
I think it's like the most extreme version of I'm the main character, right? Like there's like a scale, right?
Yeah.
You'd have like a little bit less, but like, yeah, I'm important.
I
have value.
I'm extremely important. I am the import.
Yeah, you're the import, like from another country?
I am the most import.
Reconnoiter is to make a military observation of a region.
Okay.
It's the act for a noun. It is an act of reconnoitering.
Oh my god.
The
must
example.
Reconnoiter.
The example is
the reconnoitering will gather us much information.
The example is a nocturnal reconnoiter of the camp.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. Wouldn't that
Right,
just scouting? It's scouting.
Yeah, it's basically a scouting. Yeah, or survey. To survey is the next closest synonym they say. Scout out would be another synonym for it, but it's a phrase, so they don't want to use that.
We will meet them openly.
But it explicitly is for military observation.
Right.
regions.
Okay. So it's like military tactic, kind of like.
Yeah. So it's to scout out or to It sounds like it's a French derivative. I would assume.
Makes sense.
It doesn't say that on the thing I'm reading, but I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, based on what Hean says next, we won't be doing that.
Oh, then I shall go, and of course Yuri said, and then I'm all fine, sir.
I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
Did he use whomsoever correctly there? Should be whosoever? No, it's whomsoever. I think that's correct.
Whomsoever, yeah. The subject is a person, so.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
By fired, she means get the camps ready.
She means the mortar launchers. Take it down. Yeah, you gotta. Oh wow, that's an interesting little glider.
Do you like that one?
That design?
Yeah.
It's alright.
Eh.
It's better than some other stuff I've seen recently.
Hello,
that's a Japanese-looking person.
Well,
with the samurai sword.
That we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
What is this, like Garland sympathizers from Doma?
Peace, the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
All right, computer! What the heck does plenipotentiary mean?
All right, let me get the dictionary back open.
I mean, they're just throwing out new words today. Welcome to the streams, everyone. This is your new version of Sesame Street.
I feel like potentiary is something I should know, but plenty being a prefix to it, not familiar with. A person, especially a diplomat, invested with the full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country.
Okay, so they're like
ambassador or an emissary is a typical.
But they got like super independence to do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah, so like, I mean that's how actual ambassadors usually work. Like, they represent the country. So if they do a bad job of it, the country can be like, no, leave. But if they're like within like everybody's okay with how they react, they're basically like usually a for life politician in most places that gets to be the acting face of a country without having to be the person who's in charge of it. It's really odd.
All right.
But yeah, I guess this guy, he says ambassador, so he must just be technically just an ambassador. Basically, he said, I'm an ambassador. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's like a high-ranking like ambassador kind of thing.
But plenipotentiary is like, it's redundant. It's like a less specific version of the word ambassador.
It's like saying, I'm the cop policeman.
I mean, yeah, it like you said, it really just drills home that he is independent of Garlemald.
Do the next thing.
Oh. What perfect timing.
Oh no.
It seems I need not introduce myself. Not in the presence of the famed...
Her last name is Mistwalker?
Your
yeah, isn't that awesome?
Are known far
well on the nose.
My lady.
My lady. Oh god, we gotta kill this guy. Where's this fedora?
It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister.
Are you one of the people who disown her?
Bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow
the Brutus family. She never mentioned that name, did she?
She never probably wanted to be associated with her actual family.
I am
well, it's her
Popularis, a collective
family,
which
right?
represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice.
I want to hear him speak with his voice.
Oh,
to
come.
negotiate peace with Doma.
Okay.
What are you going to do
Well,
in
then.
return for this
We have
negotiation
much
now?
to discuss.
What do you have to bring to the table?
Will you accompany me to my hall?
No, I'm wondering what thing they're trying to get out of this, because it's the Garleans. Like, if they're not doing a military attack, they're taking a diplomatic stance to taking over this place now. What do they hope
You
to
know
gain out of it?
what? Maybe over like whelming you guys with tyranny was a bad idea. Maybe we could shake hands.
Maybe you deserve to actually, be treated like people or something. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Excuse me while I freaking hold my breath.
With Hien.
Alright, Hien, what you got to say to all this baloney malarkey?
We shall escort our guest across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Yazuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready.
I see 3 new graves that need to be made. Alright. Remember how we made Yugiri like a killing machine?
Can I borrow
What'd you
this?
find? Oh.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, what do you think of the design? Man?
It's interesting. It's not like the best flying machine I've ever seen. It looks like a helmet, basically with wings.
It does look like a helmet. It looks like a helmet bird.
Yeah. If you took a helmet and then gave it wings on the side and some like tail
Dude,
feathers
that'd
in the
be an
back.
awesome like enemy in a game. You know, like a helmet that's a
Like,
bird.
this looks like if like you were fighting like mechanized enemies, this would be like a much smaller version of this would be just a little like
Standard kind of flying type
standard like
thing.
common flying enemy. Yeah, you just run into all the time. No big
It's
deal.
freaking awesome.
All right, where do we gotta go? The docks. Okay, yeah, it's over there. So, cruise.
Right, the peon.
Put me on your back.
Put pea on your back.
No, that's.
Because peon, like like
I
a
guess
tank.
if I had like a sting from a jellyfish, I'd be like, okay, sure.
Is that a myth?
No, it's not a myth. Yuria actually helps counter the like.
How much do you need?
Oh, I don't know what the name of that is now. The thing that makes it sting. Not like you don't like. It's like just like peeing on someone's really not sense. So they usually have like urea-based creams that have been like sterilized. That you should use. Like usually, if you're on a boat, a lot of like boat first aid kits come with like a little container of urea ointment, like a little like cylinder disc.
Ugh.
And you just pour that. You rub that on. You rub it on the spot. It's like a salve.
You just
I
take
do.
a bunch of water with you in jugs and
so
make
much-
some yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fry can't swim with the robot. Sorry.
They're fine.
But yeah, I mean, you can have, you know, make it on the fly. If you won't have the cream, you can make it like that and do that. It's just not as quite as sanitary. Like, technically, urine is sterile, but
Maybe
I mean,
don't
like
do
if
that.
it's a healthy person, their urine is, if there's something wrong, like they have like an infection, like a UTI or something, they probably shouldn't do it. Because then it could get the person sick if it's an open wound, especially.
Yeah.
Like if the sting is so bad, 'cause sometimes they immediately will like make lacerations. Like man-of-war stings are really bad.
I hope I never get stung by one.
It was funny when Sasha and I went on our honeymoon. There was like a little like inlet thing you could walk down to the beach from our hotel. And we were in it having fun, and then she was like, "What's that?" And I turned around and I was like, "Oh, it's a little jellyfish, how cute." And I was like, "Oh, there's more. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, let's get out." And then we were like, "There's a lot down in there. We should probably not go in the water."
Holy crap.
And then basically for the rest of the week we were on honeymoon, we were like, "Let's just use the pool."
That's
And
incredible.
neither one of us were very like they were like, I mean, they're like that big, like that big.
Yeah,
around.
they're the really small ones. Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah.
small ones, and but that doesn't mean they can't sting.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
they still do. And they were like, I don't think they're big. I think they're full grown. They were just like a really small breed of jellyfish. And they're
Yeah.
kind of brownish, so they like blended in with like the murkier close water.
Ugh, no.
Yeah,
I
like
hear
at
you.
the clear spots, you would like clear blue water. You could see them because you could see like the white sand at the bottom. You could see them like easily. It was weird.
Mm.
But where we were, it was like rocky and kind of like murky, and, like the grass and stuff at the bottom.
Ugh.
All right, Nigiri.
Lord Hien. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side.
Oh.
Yes, let us walk.
Where's the boatman?
Yes, oh yes, of course. Walking, yes, that sounds wonderful. We walk in the Empire as well. Look at that, something else we have in common.
What, we walk in the Empire? Oh, there's the boatman. He was
Just
there
like, you know,
first.
kissing the most butt.
Yeah.
Wanna go? Yeah, let's go. Whoa.
I guess I seek passage.
Do you seek
The
passage?
don't. Man, it's a while since we had to use a boat warp. Honestly, the last time I used a boat warp was I was like Britannia.
Oh yeah. I wanna use a rowboat myself. Let's do that.
A rowboat.
I'll use a
You
rowboat.
want to? You actually like want to play like a mini game where you have to like press keys to make
Oh
it row?
god.
Simulate
Absolutely,
rowing.
we haven't attuned to anything here. This is all new.
It's a new city. Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's Sanctuary too. Wow.
Oh no,
I'm excited. Well, that
no.
means we'll eventually find a big place we can attune to Big Crystal.
Well, yeah, but like we have to tune all this.
I like
I'll
it
do
too.
that.
Oh, there's over there. I see it. I'm just gonna go get the big one first and look around.
That's pretty much
Once
where
I
we need
see
to
any
go.
on the way, if I see any on the way, I'll.
There's like 3, and they're all far away from each other. I'm looking at the big map.
That's good. That's a good way to have teleportation. You don't want like them all right next to that. It's pointless.
Yeah, but then I have to go walk to them.
Well, at one time, and then you never do it again
That's a
unless you
lot.
want to. Well,
I
I don't know how else to explain. Like, unless you could just be like, "Hey, like, give me the information about where this is in the city, so I can automatically teleport there." I don't know
Or
how
we
else
could
that
just
would work.
have them immediately.
I mean, they are immediate. There's you gotta go there
What if
one
we just
time.
attune to the big one that gave us all the small ones?
That'd be. I don't know why that's not. I feel like you should be able to like pay for that or something. I guess the idea is that they really want you to walk around and like in from like a gameplay perspective, they want you to walk around and learn the place. That's the idea. Oh,
It's just I'm just doing it because it's a little bit
speed.
faster. It's not
for
much.
speed reasons.
I could basically summon while I was still walking, so I was like, screw it.
How do you summon while you're still walking?
Well, if you summon at the end of, if you walk at the end of the summoning, like the last fourth of the bar, you can
Yeah,
walk
it's
forward
free.
and it'll still
Free.
finish the bar, and you'll
Okay.
still get on it.
Did not know that was a thing.
I mean, it's
I accidentally just did it, but I know
know
it's like a intended thing.
Okay, back to the big one.
What do you call me?
The big one. I got so. Ah! That's a Spamtum reference right there. From Deltarune.
Spamtum?
Spamtum.
I haven't played Deltarune. I don't
It's
watch
so good.
No, I don't want to click the internet. No, I don't want to click the internet. Stop dragging me to the internet.
Yes,
Stop.
Warp. Click it always.
No. I was already here. I was like trying to pull him back in. I kept accidentally clicking as I walked by.
What you got?
There you are. Insert name here. So, first things first. What do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time.
Not bad.
We have even an Ithorite now, courtesy of Onishishu. But be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior Blight seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing.
People aren't using it to move around? What the heck are they not?
But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts.
Retinue. Computer.
Oh.
What does retinue mean?
A group of advisors, assistants, or others accompanying an important person.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it could be the rock star's retinue of security guards and personal cooks. Is the example they use.
So it's like your entourage.
Yeah, it's an entourage, but I think it's supposed to be like
advisor entourage.
So an entourage could be like an entourage is like, oh, these people that hang out with me. But a retinue means people who are assisting them in some way, like protecting them, making things for them, doing tasks for them.
Being slaves.
I mean, they didn't say they were slaves. They could just be his friends who happen to be skilled at things, and they just choose to do them for him because they're friends. Or it could be he pays to do it. It doesn't say. It doesn't matter. I guess they could also be enslaved, but it doesn't say that.
Like Doma will be if we accept this alliance.
It will serve to send a message to the Empire and that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for the hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Excuse me. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alfino and Alice will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come.
Oh, very well.
Is that what you're choosing?
I'll do oh very well. Oh, very well.
I'll be there. What'd yours say? Read yours, I guess.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for it to still behind. It promotes. It promises to be a dull affair, to be sure, but you have survived far worse. Yes. And mine, he says, I knew I could count on you.
So you got like the thank you so much, and he's like, look, I know, I hate it too.
He's like, I agree, it sucks. I mean, he's kind of been there too.
He hates that stuff. Remember, like he's I want to help my country. You have to be the emperor and do official stuff.
Can I just do it from afar?
How about you do it, Yugiri? No, not my lord. Here's the next stack.
When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kian-Kan. The guardsmen will see you in.
Thank you.
Bye, Kian.
And we're gonna go to Kian-Kan. Oh, there it is. So right there.
Oh,
it's over here. Oh, look, there's Alice and Alfino, our boy, our girl. And Hakuro, that freaking hard boss fight. Gosh dang that thing.
Yeah, that was a weird boss fight. It was fun.
It was difficult. It was very difficult. I didn't like it.
Lord, he is expecting you. May I show you in?
Yes, let us in, old guardsman.
Yes.
I want to go in.
Take me to your leader.
Who represents Eorzea here? I guess us?
Do we need Eorzea in this discussion?
Not really, but I know like they're an alliance and they're dealing with the Empire, so you know. Look at
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did
Which
I
aren't very humble, honestly. Like the Empire is not very good at
Lord of
this.
Doma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
It's about much to fill a thimble, really, and here it is.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
You consider us a people at this point?
His radiance has
Yeah,
yet
really?
to do so, that much is true. No,
Well, he
however,
actually doesn't,
that
but...
he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Alright, okay, alright. I see you guys
trust
had
that
a
at
little
all.
tantrum here. You want to be your own country.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll let you leave the
What
country, but
if-
where's all the
What
Where's
if
all
we
the
let
taxes?
What if we let you? What? Alright, we'll let you. Did a good little job with that little coup. We're gonna let you. Let's talk this out. Welcome to the big boy table. That's literally what they're doing. They're like, alright, okay, I get alright, okay.
You're a little bit tough for us to handle, so let's just kind of let you do your own thing a little bit, but we're still going to tax you and we're still going to
Welcome
take
to
stuff
the
from you.
big boys table. You're a nation. We're a nation now. Oh yeah, you are. There you go. There's your nation sticker. Screw you.
I don't know, it's a fake big boys table. The real big boys table is in Aors, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory.
Oh crap.
While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Doma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
I mean, we don't want them to summon, so yeah.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Get you people out of here.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them.
No
'Tis
crap.
an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Ouch. That was freaking mean. Did you see that shot? Oh man, we were trying to get rid of the icons so bad. I guess we just keep creating them by doing it. I mean, Eorzea, you know about that, right? You've done that. That's a pop shot to you guys.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
And fire right back up now.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Popularis, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe, and I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
Oh man, this is what they really want.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
They want, what's her name?
Yotsu?
Obviously.
What makes you think we have her?
His sister.
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us
Fair.
not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Doma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests.
We are guests. We are guests.
Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
My lord, why do you keep putting me in positions that I hate so much? Okay, yes, my lord. I have 3 graves dug up, right? Nice.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Takes him to the side of like a cliff. Are you sure that these are? Oh yes, these are ancient Doma bedding techniques. You just lay here in the dirt, and then we cover you.
What? I don't think that would
This
be
is the good night knife. Good night.
Good night knife. Long good night. It's called.
Oh my gosh. So, alright, Absolion, before we go any further, percentage. How much of what he's saying is true? How much of it is bold? It's gonna be half truths for sure. There's gonna be some truth in there. What
Yeah,
percentage
like
we looking at?
they've actually talked about allowing Doma to rule itself, but as like another nation, like under the Imperial fold and against Eorzean nations. But still self-regulated in the sense that like they have someone that they choose to be in charge rather than someone that the Empire puts in charge. But they're still gonna have to do stuff for the Empire in that case. And then everything else they're talking about is bullcrap. He just wants to get his sister, his stepsister.
Do you think that, like, is there actually okay, there's definitely a party that he's part of. What do you think they actually do? The Popularis or whatever.
Oh, the group.
What do you think they actually do?
I think they're like brainwashed puppets of the Emperor. Honestly,
Oh, okay, interesting. I can see that.
I don't think he's acting of his own will. He was told to come do this. And it's just about getting a stepsister because she could potentially share something that they don't want
Right.
Garleans to know.
Alright, so we're looking at like 60 or 60, probably 65% bullcrap and 35%. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say 60-40 is not a bad split, really.
Alright.
Pretty reasonable.
Alright, Hien. What you got?
Alright, talk to Ian. Oh, this is instance I can't see you, and you can't see me.
That's okay. We can see each other here. In our hearts. In our mind's eye. With love. I love you, guys.
It's not voice actor, by the way.
Go ahead.
Well, that was unexpected.
And that's still you.
Pause. I actually have progressive hands lines, so
That's
it's like
fine.
your screen to show it. which is taking forever. There we go. Oh, it's Alice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I have this one. Yeah, I have this one. Sorry. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all, but on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted?
No.
But what prisoner do they have of Doma's?
They have the conscripted, yeah. Like, remember how the families were taken over years and stuff like that?
That's it, though? There's no one special? It was
no.
Call out?
But it would do a lot for, like, the people, to have their family back after.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
Like, oh, my family, it really is a revolution.
Except for all the people who, like, now they're, like, the people who were, like, kidnapped or, everyone else used to have, like, PTSD and stuff. Now they can't, like, be part of the family anymore without, like, causing trouble. So those people are also still going to be messed up and sad. So whatever. There's no winning.
No, not. There's never a good part to this.
Nope. There might be something a little good, but it's not going to be a purely great solution. Yeah, I'm sorry about that part. They had not to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yosuyu, gosh, I want to get right. Yotsuyu,
I think.
Is it yacht? Is it you actually pronounce the T or is it silent? Because like TS is normally a silent thing.
Yosuyu. Yeah, maybe it's Yosuyu.
It's either Yotsuyu or Yotsuyu. I'm not sure.
I think it's Yosuyu.
Yosuyu. That left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble.
You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval?
Perhaps. Though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yosuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, not even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter.
My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, I would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny.
Okay.
So I'm an echo chamber right now.
Indeed. Though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But, ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to share myself out as it happens. Come on, insert name here. Let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge.
I love dispensing my copious knowledge.
I'm so excited to dispense that knowledge.
I'm very knowledgeable. How dare you, sister? Someone is so sore from being made to watch us Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alise company. We are safe enough for now. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna run into someone.
Why is he acting like he's his personal bodyguard or something?
I don't know.
Why is he acting like the Warrior of Light is his personal bodyguard? Not he.
We are everyone's personal bodyguard. Are you kidding me?
I guess. Exit.
Stage right even.
Stage left even.
All right. Alise. What you got to say, Alise? What you got to say and speak?
What did Ali say? A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, insert name here. Though no weapons are drawn, the negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be at every bit as high. One misplaced word, people can die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first person to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question: what to do while they prattle on? Which Did you take tofu pancakes, takoyaki?
I think I got the
So
tofu
steak?
pancakes. I got the tofu pancakes.
You probably want the pancakes for your class.
Yeah, for the healing. I don't want them in real life.
You don't even like tofu, though.
I don't.
You hate tofu.
I should have taken the steak.
You wouldn't like the takoyaki either. That's the octopus balls.
I've had squid before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you've eaten calamari, it's similar but not the same.
It's squishy.
You probably like the Zio steak.
Give me the meats.
Which one do I need? Determination.
I thought that there was one for like crit chance or something.
There's one for like magic, which is the one you got. Because it has. Oh no, sorry, it's just white mages because it's just piety.
Piety.
And then the one that's takoyaki, that one's for determination, which is good for range attackers, and technically it's good for me.
It might be good for you. I think determination is good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one I'm supposed to get. It's been a while. I haven't had to look at food stuff in a long time. Alice is pondering how best to make use of our reprieve from the tedium of negotiations.
All right, what are we doing, Alice?
What you say we're doing, Alice? What
we doing?
All right. For want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, not as if we'll be missed here. Or will we? It's not as if we missed here.
Insert name here. A moment, if you would.
Yugiri and Asahi, what was it? You have some business with insert name here.
Do you want to be a little Mr. Frickin'...
I thought you were excited about doing his voice when you first talked.
Okay,
so it's up to you if you want to.
Okay, I have to be a little sniveling piece of Alright, hold on.
You seemed excited about his voice when you first heard him. So...
Business? No, pleasure, my lady. My lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Man, you want to get your tongue out of my butthole? Freaking kissing it so hard.
Gross. Gross. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire.
Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction involving the individual gender who would do battle with our common enemy.
Wait, what? What?
Icons. What?
Is that what he's referring to, or is he referring to Xenos?
Oh, shoot! Are you a cool person?
Well, is he, or did the Emperor put him up to this because he hates his son so much?
Oh, God.
Like, maybe he's actually appreciative of this. He's like, oh, you taught my son a lesson.
Frickin', let's do this. Unless you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank her for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile Akon.
Thank what? Her?
He's referring to his homeland as a female.
No, he's not.
As a woman.
No, he's not.
Oh, shoot. Oh, he's referring to
the warrior light.
Individual of gender. Stop. I thought he was referring to, like the country withheld the
Why is he going to thank the country for containing the threat?
He just said it was my homeland. I don't know. I get what it means now, okay? It had a different connection wired-wise in my head.
I probably would have noticed it if it wasn't a different gender on my side, but that also would make you correct if it wasn't the same gender, so...
Now, if I may continue, because I was so rudely interrupted, as we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable with your company, and safer besides. I am a woman of the freaking hidden blade. She's a
ninja leader. She's gonna kill him.
Boy, I was about to place you in a grave 2 moments ago. The ambassador has the right of it, though. I don't know why, but he does, so I'm saying it. He is not likely to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us?
See? It's not that she's boring. It's that he knows she's gonna kill him, so he needs someone else to go instead of
What
her.
are you answering?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to answer the second one and see. The game's not going to change. Someone's going to say, oh, "No, we have to go." But
I kind of want to answer the second one too, but I'll let you do it. I'll play nice.
all right, okay.
All right, I'll play nice. It'll
I'm
be my
choosing the
pleasure.
second one. I'll read yours first, which reminds me funnier.
Yeah, mine's pretty boring. Obviously, it just talks.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what she's trying to lie about, right? All right.
In that case, I will join you as well. There's not else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma.
And in mine, she says, "Come now, insert name here. There is naught else for us to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and were we not this moment discussing how best to learn more about the current state of Doma." And then it switches to Aussie.
It's settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangxia. Might we start at the town of Monzen? I would see what has become of Doma Capsule. Very well, if you'll follow me. Walk behind me, otherwise I may be tempted to stab your back. Oh,
I was
you're in
hoping-
front. Too bad.
I was hoping that it would just go back to our character and we're just disappointed. Like, at least from my screen, I'd be
It's just like,
disappointed because they're making me do it anyway. All right, so we gotta go speak with Asahi on like the other side of the town, right? Wait, no.
No.
Yeah, it's really far away.
Why are they doing this? Why would they do this to us?
I'm teleporting us.
So much running around, man.
It's fine. We have plenty of money.
I know, it's just a principle. It's the principle.
There's the partnership.
It's the partnership. Where are we supposed to go?
To the Mercantile Docks in Doma.
Okay. You lead us.
This way. They'll let me go this way. That's not a door.
That is not a door. That is most certainly not a door.
That's not a door. There's no doors in here.
Do you have to go under the sea and up around? Is that how this works?
I hope not.
You talk to someone, they let us out? The Sentry, does that let us out?
Where? Which century?
This one over here, Liberation Front Sentry?
Maybe. Yes.
Yes, okay, get me out of here.
Let me out.
Let me out!
Let me out! I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help.
Oh yeah, we
that's the
do have
water
to
thing.
control spacebar.
Deep dive. So great.
Always, I wanna be with you.
Always. I want to burn with you.
Oh, that's not what we say. Our good friend Charles would, though.
No, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, now
I
put
was
me.
doing this.
Oh, okay. I'll put me on your back there, but oh wait, actually,
Wait, you gonna ride?
I mean yes, but we're probably gonna have to swim.
I can't fly here.
Nope. Nope.
Alright, it is that way, but it's not in the water here.
No, we have to go up and around, I think. Like behind us through the village. And then up,
Wait.
back and around.
Wait, we went the wrong way.
Are we done?
Yeah, we need to go somewhere over there.
Oh. Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
Alright, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
okay.
wait. I'm not paying to warp us back because it's too short.
No, yeah. We'll just go back underwater. And then I
There you
guess
go.
we have to probably have to leave from a different area.
Yeah, there's a different door in the House of Fear, so I just didn't
Got
realize
it. No, choke it. No, I went back up.
Don't
Leave
go back
me.
up.
Leave me.
Bye. I'm leaving you. I'm going. I'm on the other side of the world.
Ah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at this chocobo. Look at it go. Dun, 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 dun. Why did I do that? He's literally right here.
What'd you do?
I opened up a mount whenever I was literally right there. Alright, so how do we leave this place?
Oh, I see it.
Did you find
just
it?
blind. Yeah. I also recommend you do this, I guess.
Oh yeah, good point. Okay, I'm good.
Climb on my back, Holly.
There we go.
Good job, Holly.
Yeah. Wait, what?
It's from Danger 5.
Oh, Danger 5. I never saw all of Season 2.
I lied. Wait, okay, I'm going my way.
Danger 5 was so good.
But you never saw Season 2?
I never saw all of it. I only saw the first part of it.
There's a late episode in Season 2 where this character said that to Holly.
Good Holly. Good Holly. I need to watch that again. It's so old.
Yeah, I was trying to get Sasha to watch it, but she was like, this is too stupid. I was like, no!
When was it from? How old is that?
It's not actually that old. It's made to look old. It's from, like, the mid-2000s, I think. The first season came out, and then, like, I think Season 2 came out in, like, maybe like 2010, 2011.
I think we're going the wrong way.
I think you're right. I looked at the map and saw that, too. Yeah, we're doing that Fate.
No, we're not doing the Fate. Get me out of here.
We're doing the Fate. We're doing the Fate. Fate or be free. Or,
No
no,
Fate.
wait, that is not. That's
Yeah,
not how it works. No. No. Fate or pay the price.
Look at these tigers. Majestic creatures.
Oh, tigre. They're rainbow
They're
tigers.
greatly dangerous.
That's terrible. That's not even like good grammar.
I haven't seen Frosted Flakes in forever, actually.
They're grocery stores. You can go get them.
I mean, like, okay, sorry. I haven't seen a commercial for one in
It's not like
forever.
they got rid of them or like they're some kind of scare. Actually, I guess the Kellogg factory did close for a long time, so they might be a scarce commodity now.
There's a scarce commodity of
Everything,
Frosted
because
Flakes.
everything closed down during COVID. Like,
I know, but Frosted Flakes.
I think, yeah, the
Nope.
cornflakes.
Nope, Vasilion. Nope. Can't jump it.
I'm
Nope.
gonna go this way.
Can't jump that
Yeah.
tiny wall.
I'm gonna go this way and skip all the stuff. Because that I can't jump that tiny. Wow, that's a solid wall. I cannot walk over that. It's not. I think it's because I'm in the vehicle. If I was like on foot, it would make sense. But like,
But you're
it's so
floating.
weird.
But you're floating.
Such a weird enemy design.
Oh yeah, those things are freaking disgusting. I hate them so much.
Rude. So rude.
They're gross. Nay, can this truly be Monson, home to the cream of Doma's samurais? I had heard that Yasuyu had intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Your sister killed a lot of people, dude. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. You could waft it from so much away that incense. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective.
So, is he saying that she did this on purpose? Like she drove her people to fight for themselves?
Maybe? I think he's
That's
just saying,
interesting.
wow, very cool.
I can't know if I can believe him on that, but that does sound like maybe she wanted to be a good guy, but she had to do it like the worst way possible. You know what I mean?
That's awful.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like you think she'd want to fight from the side of people doing the right, but whatever.
The sooner we can begin to make amends for these senseless destructions, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult, once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. It would have a better view of what remains of the castle. Must proceed through the ruins. What are these blob-looking jovial fellows? Don't touch them. I'm pretty sure they give you cancer.
Wow.
Look at that thing! Look at it! Oh, God, I hate it!
Its eyes are terrible. It reminds me like monsters from Rick and Morty.
Ugh.
We should go this way. Avoid that.
I don't want to look at it at all.
Oh, we can go that way. It goes down. My bad. forgot.
I wanted to. Don't touch them. Don't touch
I'm
them.
trying to see if there's a route we can go to avoid everybody, but probably not. YOLO.
YOLO! Remember to jump. These walls are in iron will stop you. Gosh dang these freaking enemies.
Oh boy.
It's disgusting.
I hope I didn't go the wrong way.
No, you're doing it, you're doing it.
Oh man.
Just don't fall off the cliff. I don't know if we can get back up.
Wow, I did it.
You did it! You did it.
Amazing.
This is
I'm
a
the best
sneaking mission,
driver.
save my sake.
Yeah, steak.
This is a
Steak?
sneaking mission, steak.
Steak! Dun 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 dun.
Longhorn.
Fried to a crisp.
It's a travesty. A travesty! I remember the keep being so beautiful. I didn't read the rest of it. Oops, I accidentally clicked. What do you say?
In the light of the setting sun, one could swear it was a flame.
Oh man, I almost missed that
That
poetry.
doesn't sound beautiful. That sounds terrifying.
It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished with helping our people to rebuild their lives. No, I'm sorry, that's what Yugiri said. Mayhap we will build it one day, when people will build their lives. Spoken like a true Popularis, we will the needs of the people must come before everyone else. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they've lived firsthand? The village of Namani is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes. If you follow me, I will ready our boat. I'm going to go see the people and make a placate to their plight. How positively conundrous. I don't know, I ran out of P's.
Conundrous?
Put me
Alright,
in
we
the
gotta,
dock.
yeah, we gotta go around back to where we were. Go in that dock.
Go to the dock.
Annoying.
What? No! Wait,
What?
I'm still I didn't get on.
Oh, you did get on.
I didn't get
You're
on.
asking to get jumped.
I don't want to get jumped.
That knight is looking right at us. Come on.
You're walking down the street.
You get punched.
I press every button except jump on for a second there.
Wow, I was like, what's happening? Why is it taking so long?
I was pressing
Like you're trying-
whisper.
I honestly thought you were
character.
trying to get punched. Like,
No, I don't want to
you
get
know what?
punched.
Just assumed, oh, he wants to get punched now. Like, you know what?
Can you jump this? Oh, you can.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Do it.
Just-
Do it. Our propellers will stop our fall.
I hope we don't die. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh, don't be a sissy. Come on.
Don't be that. That's how it pans.
We didn't take that much damage. We did good.
You did good, kid. You did good.
I did good. I did great. Wow, that's.
I feel
he was
amazing.
Floating. He was floating in the air up there. It's creeping me out.
Ready to cast off?
Oh, it's one of those.
Well,
This is not a lot of dialogue before.
goodbye.
Thank you. Bye, friend.
Bye,
Wait, isn't
friend.
gonna do some kind of? Is this
Yeah.
a?
Battle time.
I don't want to do
Battle
Um,
time.
what's it called? I can't think of the word for it now.
Duty.
It's not. Is it a duty?
Instance.
Yeah, instance duty. I guess it's instance duty. It's definitely a. Well. Oh.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Uh-oh.
Someone's in trouble.
Oh my goodness, I must save them.
Yeah,
Because
actually,
I care so
I
much.
like. He does have a sword. I'd love to see also he like save someone and like prove he's a good guy or something.
Oh,
you
look
know?
who it is! My balls have dropped, and
Yeah,
I'm
that guy.
ready to take on
I was
the world.
more distracted by the turtle man with the hair.
Whoa, bro, who's this dude?
Oi!
Hi.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I drew my thunderbolt.
I do my little bling.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too.
Whoa, hold on.
They saw
I don't know.
they saw it was the warrior light. They're like, nah, never mind.
It seems they won't go quietly.
Gonna have to stab a turtle.
And neither will we.
I think the LSA just wants to fight.
Oh, she wants to fight so bad, dude. She's like, yes!
Don't care who it is.
Please Please backstab us in the middle of the fight so
Over
I
on
can
the
hear
side.
you too.
Over inside going, let me at him, let me at him.
I guess I'll power up this little piece of frickin' turd. I'm a power
I'll
up.
mobilize him.
Away with you!
It is nothing.
Die, soft shell the red. They got big area effects, so watch out. Watch out, Sorum!
Well, that works. Big area effect. That didn't do anything. No damage.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it'll hit you though.
I ain't scared.
Leave this to me.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh shoot. They're
No
attacking-
quarters!
Look out, they're gonna attack the
Only
kids.
nickels!
They're gonna attack
What?
the kids behind you, by the way.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh my gosh, they're actually killing him. I'm glad you said something, because I was just gonna let that happen. Oh, they're like all targeting the kid now. What the heck?
They're pretty weak though.
Are they though?
Oh, this
The art
caster
of
is...
my forebears.
Die. Get away from the kids, gosh dang it.
Think of the kids.
Stop attacking the children!
And they are heavily focused on the kids. Now LSA on my game.
Taste my steel!
Taste my steel.
Gosh, die. Stick it in your mouth. Taste it. Good.
What?
Give me a Yelp review.
What?
4 stars. Needs more blood.
What? What is happening?
Give it a Yelp review on the taste of the steel.
Oh, taste my steel. I get it now. That sounded so weird, Chris.
And now it doesn't.
Oh, it definitely still sounds weird.
Now it doesn't.
Nope, you're delusional if you think that's fine.
Like trying to watch the kids in the background, make sure like
I'm
there's
trying to make sure Issei doesn't die. This is really hard. Like,
Shink.
That seems to be the last of them.
Alright. I'm gonna super fast go get water. Super fast.
oh, you're done. You're done already. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I gotta get water anyway. Because I'm thirsty and I don't have any. Oh,
Works.
I'll be right back. I need
Yeah,
water.
it's like I should screen or something.
Whoa.
Finally done. Ooh, it's like- I need to upgrade my equipment.
Okay, what happened? Sorry, I just got back.
I said I need to upgrade my equipment. I just finished. That took forever.
Oh, you're good, you're good. Alright, yeah, we probably should. Alright. Yeah, we beat the shell out of them.
You
Yeah.
have nothing to fear, child.
Sure.
You are safe now.
I'm from the Empire.
Oh.
Kick something in the freaking face.
Thank you, sir.
Yay, smiles.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
I, of course, would have taken them out myself with my puberty-dropped balls, but
My huge dangling balls.
I had to protect my sister. Go watch back in Shadowbringers for the reference of what that joke's about.
I just don't. It's not worth it.
It's not.
Sorry.
But it's not. But you can.
It's kind of funny. That character is terrible.
But what could have prompted the
Lisa,
Red Pigeon to
is his
stray
name.
so far from the Ruby Sea?
I want some
I
children's stew.
presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu. If so, the answer is simple.
Who does the turtles?
Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
Like taking kids?
The empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
You're the bad guy and I won't let you forget it.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
We could just decimate the whole thing. Smiles. I just want to kill someone so bad. Okay. What does the first one even mean? Not about that. True or false?
I haven't gotten there yet. I'll live on.
That's okay. Look how cute my character is. I hope everyone's ready because when we get into Shadowbringers, I'm gonna have a huge makeover. It's gonna be so cute. It's so exciting.
You become a Vera?
No, I'm not actually gonna do it. I'm gonna keep her in the thing.
I thought you wanted the big butt.
I mean, Vera are pretty, but I like the way she looks. She's so cute.
Not about that. True reform can only true reform can only come from within. The Empire will never change.
He already said true reform can only come from within. So why are we like?
I guess we agree with him, or we just disagree with him entirely.
I mean, I agree with him in technical sense. Will the Empire? I mean, they technically can.
I'm gonna say the Empire will never change. You can take the other one.
Do you believe they will?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
Ouch, that's a good point on mine. What's yours say?
So, in rebuttal to what Asi said, Ishgard wouldn't have changed if we didn't go and kill their leader.
True. What does he say to you, though?
Oh, oops, I forgot. That's what I was rebutting to mine. He said, I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such
That's mine.
change firsthand. After all, during your time in Ishgard.
Mine says never. I wonder would you have said the same of Ishgard? Believe what you will, but I assure you, the Empire can change. But that's why I said that Ishgard's a bad example, because we literally had to go to Ishgard and kill their leader to change Ishgard's opinion.
I mean, Ishgard did change, though. So he is right. The Empire can't change, but that means we have to do what to the Emperor?
Kill him. So
it's
that's stupid though, because that's not like, oh, the people change. The people don't matter. It's what the ruler wants, and it's a evil dictator
it's a
monster.
tyranny dictator, so we have to lop off the head.
Yeah, exactly. So if you lop off the head and change the government, then it's not the same people changing.
Right. Because
Like,
the
that's what
Empire
we're
is
arguing
in the
about.
tyranny itself.
Like, I don't think that everyone in the Empire is necessarily wanting to go destroy all these other people. I don't think most of them give a crap.
No, yeah, it's
They're
a
just doing what they're
Star
told.
Wars situation, right? Where the whole Empire is not bad. It's just like the head of it was
Yeah.
like evil and all that. It's
All the people who joined the Empire were like, oh, this is better for the entire galaxy. We're gonna help
Which it
people.
was to a good extent.
But yeah, part of it, yeah, like they like like brought like good things to places that didn't have anything. Like they didn't have people, didn't have machines, didn't have like they didn't have people helping. I should say they didn't have machines. They didn't have
a lot of
resources.
like outlaws and terrible like drug stuff.
They actually
is like terrible because that's like all
they actually did. They crushed most of the legal activities except for like things that they did that could be kind of conceived as illegal or
everything illegal unless they did it.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, they pushed it all to the outer rim because that was where the Hutta clan had like kept control of, and the Empire had a hard time working with them, and because they refused to.
Plus, it's like way away, so they're like
for them it was like this is so hard for us to get to until the very end. Then they tried to take control because they realized stuff at the outer edge of the galaxy was a better resource.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like, yeah, he's right, but he's also wrong. Yes, the Empire can change, but it can only change if the Empire basically dies, so the people.
The other part was
can be fine.
That back to Star Wars real quick. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's a good parallel.
The other part about the Outer Rim, though, particularly, is that with the just forgot what they're called. Boy, all of the crime families, all the crime syndicates.
Oh, yeah.
They control most of the Outer Rim during the time of the Empire, and the crime syndicates were all brought together under one group to basically be able to counter the Empire. And it's revealed in Clone Wars, Rebels, and Solo, Star Wars Story Solo, that it was actually Darth Maul who came back from, like, he didn't die in Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah,
right?
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, he didn't die. He was like, he struggled to live without legs, and he got legs. And then he got like his legs upgraded to be more like, because at one point he had like weird lower spider body. It was insane.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's right.
And then he got upgraded to have like 2 plain legs, and then he got like those even further upgraded by dark magic from his mother, because his mom's actually like a member of like a dark force user.
Oh yeah, she's part of the one thing, right? Like the sisters and all that.
Yeah, they're called Night Sisters in one part.
Night Sisters.
So like, she's Mother Talzin.
They're the people from
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
So technically, yes and no. There's nothing in canon that says that the Night Sisters are the exact same organization as I forgot what they're called, Mother Talzin's group, particularly on Dathomir, but they're pretty similar, and they probably are the same. Like, they haven't officially tied them together. There's 2 different names. What are the group's names? Not coming to me. But the Witches of Dathomir, that's what they're called. So there's the Night Sisters and Witches of Dathomir might be the same thing, but there's no guarantee that they are. I think some stuff that's about to happen probably will reveal the same thing.
Are the Night Sisters like the not as evil ones? I thought that they were like somewhat grayer than the.
Yeah, that's ones. So like the Witches of Dathomir. That's what Darth Maul's mom, Talzin, was part of, and she got tricked by the Emperor learning some of their magic in exchange for like some stuff, and he like basically screwed them over. But anyway, but yeah, they're like heavy practitioners of real dark magic, do some real dark, weird stuff, like horrible stuff to people usually. But the Night Sisters in continuity that I've seen so far are all a little more muted and usually not as powerful in the dark side of the Force. So usually like people who like are interested in it, but they're not there. So there might be like, it might be kind of like how there's like Sith wannabes, the acolytes kind of thing. Some of them are Force sensitive, so they can do some stuff, but they're not like trained at all, and they don't know how to make lightsabers, for instance. They can't do any of that, so they don't know how to use them right. They don't learn about their skills in the Force until way after, like they like become obsessed with the Sith, and they find out, oh, I do have Force sensitivity, and then they start trying to do stuff, but they're not trained as a child or whatever. They're not brought up in it, so they're not good at it. At a young age, it takes them forever to figure out how to do it, and then they die. Basically, that's what usually happens with those people. So I think the Night Sisters are kind of similar to that, but they find the other Night Sisters and like group up and exchange their knowledge and get a little bit better, a little bit faster. Maybe that could explain it. I think it's just another faction for the like light side to have something to fight. For the most part, is the point of having them in stories. But yeah, there might be something like either they might be related to the stuff that's coming up soon, the new trilogy, like the High Republic or whatever it's called. Or because they might like have some stuff back from like then that relates to them a little bit, but there might be some stuff in like the like Mandalorian type stuff, that like post Return of the Jedi, pre Force Awakens, sorry, storytelling is going on right now in the Disney Plus shows, that might be more related to the Night Sisters and Mother Talzin soon. There might be some stuff coming up. Not Mother Talzin, but the Witch Dathomir. But I was gonna say the other thing about the Syndicate though is that Darth Maul in those shows, they showed him basically taking over a couple of the Syndicate families and then merging them, and then like basically strong arming all the other Syndicate families to like the crime syndicates to join his, and basically made this one super. So basically, he owned all of the crime in all of the galaxy, basically.
Jeez.
Yeah, and so that's why the Empire. That's one of the reasons they had a hard time during the Empire expanding into the Outer Rim. He was fighting them from like a shadowy position no one knew about, and he was helping like guide them. And like he was using his powers in the Force to like get visions and make sure that they succeeded, basically. Because all he wanted to do was screw over the Emperor, because he got so screwed over by the Emperor.
Right.
So that's part of like what his role is. In that you mentioned how hard it was for them to get there, but it's not even like there was like so many factors that prevent, like not just like distance, not just like they thought there was no use, that there was other people already there that were part of the problem, but it was actually also a strong user of the Force there that was interrupting their ability to make progress.
So that just made it
his whole life's goal was to like screw them over. By the time of A New Hope, though, he'd already passed away, so I won't spoil it, I guess, but he was already gone from life, so
okay.
So that like at that point but he'd already done his work. Like he laid the foundation for the crime syndicates to be very powerful in those regions and still even without the Force, like helping with the Force, helping by giving him cheats, basically. He still had set up something that made it hard for the Empire to be able to get in there and do anything. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be an equivalent here to that. Just you mentioned it, made me think about how much more challenging it really was to get out there and do stuff. So, the Empire here might be pulling something similar, where there's like, I guess there's not like a league against them other than Eorzea, but maybe it's by using like the icons as a common like enemy.
Yeah,
maybe they'll be able to. Maybe they'll be able to, because everybody's against those, basically. Maybe that'll help them. Like the Empire will secretly form a division that's like against them, and make that be like their way of like tricking everybody to helping them do what they want to do. Yeah, maybe. All right, sorry.
No, you're good. All right, let's see.
Where were you at? Was it my line? No, your line still right.
Oh shoot! I thought it was voice.
It's voice? Okay, sorry. Oh, it is. I'm sorry. That talks so much I forgot. Oh, that was the last line of the thing anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we're good. No, we're good, because that means we ended on the end of the conversation.
That's true. We
just saw us go up into the sky.
Totally disrupt it.
Put me on your team.
Moving.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I forgot that's a thing.
I'm about to open the menu to it.
I forgot that was a problem. Alright. What do you got, Asahi?
Finish his dialogue. I think we have to leave again.
Me. I had hoped to convey my views on the nation's shared hopes under more peaceful circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action. And few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least few who lived to tell the tale. You killed a lot of our people. Nah, we knocked them out. They're all okay. They're in their sick base, aren't they?
Don't pull that no murder thing.
Holy crap! What if we thought the entire time? Yeah, but they're in your sick base. Man, they take a while to rest. And he's like, Is she freaking serious? I didn't freaking hear. He's like, just don't.
They're taking the long rest.
The very long rest.
The biggest, longest rest of their entire lives. That's a bit questionable.
They'll get all their spells back and some. That's a D&D joke for anyone who cares to play that way.
I guess in a sense, like, if you say they get reincarnated, I guess that technically is true.
Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave.
Return, my lord, but what of Namai? You seem so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. You just witnessed it.
To be frank, I still am. But I rather doubt the good people in the mine would take kindly to the sight of a man in Imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Just clean it. You gotta have just freaking there.
A rag or something.
Even in your
like
company,
in the sand.
my presence would only prove a distraction. Just all this blood, just all over my clothes. He's just like dripping. Fret, I'm a very messy fighter, contrary to my pristine outline. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I've seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Heem will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Let's go back, so that I may hear my yes. Lord Heem, no. What if that was like a thing? Like someone's like really pristine and everything, but whenever they go into battle, they're just like freaking barbarian. They're like, huh, well that was nice. And they walk off. I feel like
that's a trope, actually. Not just a thing.
Best waifu of all time, top waifu, Sayako's kind of like that, actually.
Who? Sai?
Sayako from High School of the Dead. Best waifu ever.
Oh.
Remember? Because remember, she loves fighting. That's her thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil much about it, but there's some good character development there.
It's been a long time since
Too bad we won't see the end of it. Rip.
Didn't he? Yeah, he passed, right?
He passed away. The author passed away, so.
I mean, I'm sure someone.
The arc after the anime for the manga is really good, actually.
I'm sure someone that started doing dojins for it can probably fill in.
I guess,
yeah. At least the art parts of it. Like I'm sure that like they're qualified to do that part. Storytelling, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't the best story in the first place.
I feel like the arc after the animes, where the anime stops, that the manga only has, like the next arc that basically is only in there. It was pretty good. The one with like the mall and stuff. It's pretty good. I actually like that arc.
I did read some of the manga. I don't remember if I read the mall part. I knew of it. I don't know. I feel like part of the other thing though, at that time, I was getting real bad zombie burnout. So like,
I don't blame you. Also, for anyone viewing, viewer discretion for reading High School of the Dead. I cannot recommend it. For obvious reasons, if you check it out, I do think it's very well made. I cannot recommend it in good conscience.
Yeah, viewer discretion. It's just
very mature.
It's very fan servicey, mature content. That's the best way I can describe it.
And not just for the fan service, but for actual like death and kind of dark stuff
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, there is. I remember a couple scenes. The gas station.
Oh yeah, freaking.
Just like an early part that really like shows what the worst part of humanity could be.
Yep.
And is often, I guess.
It's like, and there's some like once again the mall, the next arc that's in the manga, pretty dark, pretty sad. Like you're like, oh, this isn't happy. This sucks.
Yeah, I like the bits where you forget that it's actually an apocalypse and they're just kind of like hanging out and doing stuff. That is fun.
That is nice. That part's really good.
It's actually, I'm not really a slice of life fan, but when they did that part, I was like, okay, like, and it gets a little bit too fan servicey for me, but like, cross water, sorry.
But the actual like interactions are nice.
But yeah, it's fun to see them as characters and not just like constantly under stress. Like, actually, you know what? I remember watching that and being like stressed out. I literally felt bad. Like, I wouldn't say like I get that absorbed into things usually, but it was like watching like the like first few like Romero style zombie movies really did that to me. So I got that same feeling from a manga. You know, that was pretty intense. It's probably, I honestly feel like, you know how like in a lot of action comedies you have like the slapstick character, like the side character to like lighten the mood when things are getting too like you get those like peaks and valleys, right?
Yep.
I feel like the like bathing suit or like underwear parts in the stories where it gets to a little bit more explicit than it needs to, kind of thing. I feel like those are just to like keep you from like being depressed reading it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's a barrier or a pacing setting thing to make it so it's not too bad. You're right.
Yeah.
Seek passage.
Seek passage over the water. End up in the sticks. Wait, what happened?
Oh, we're on the wrong side of the river now, boys.
Yeah, you're dead.
It's stabbing me. They didn't like tell me they were trying to rob me. They started stabbing me.
Go away. There we go.
Oh, I guess we didn't need this, but hey, whatever.
No, we're fine. No, because it's kind of like
walk.
on its own.
I was like, oh, we have to walk somewhere, so I just like click the button.
Oh yeah.
Clicking, whatever.
Oh, we have to use our legs. Well, call it the show.
Yeah, it's a bit of a walk, I guess. Is it something? Oh, it's right here in front of the building. There you
go. Ugh. But... Okay.
Yugiri.
Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Koji may well perform the something written. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is suspecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest.
Well, we had best not keep him waiting. I'm glad that Alicia had to say something.
I'm a character. Give me dialogue.
You are expected. Shall I let you in? What? You are expected? Shall I let you in?
Let me in.
I guess that's we have to confirm yes or no. I guess that's how they format it.
Do you want to come in? No, I just came to say hi.
They want you.
Away.
I don't know if you really want to come in, if you're just coming to say hi to me because you like me. Did you want to give me a note indicating how much you love me?
YN?
Do you want to go on a date?
I want a date with a YN.
You want to date Hawaiians? What?
Well, I mean, if she's a pretty Hawaiian girl, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, that'd be fine. Any pretty Hawaiian girls out there? You know, you could do something might be into.
Takalakatiki, hey, you want to lay me? Is that what you're over here?
Read your line.
That wasn't my line? Oh, sorry. Alright. Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me that you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yanchia. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions in Sakazuki. I'm like...
No rest for the wicked, no rest for the pure.
I just see things of it that make me think of actual Japanese names, and I get confused.
Yeah, because they're like off Japanese names.
It's so close to being a common Japanese name or like a place I'm familiar with, and then it's like that's not exactly what they said. It's kind of cool because it makes it feel real, but then at the same time it's like I can't read.
Stop making me pronounce this.
Yeah. But I gather your time was well spent, until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report. However, I may rely on you to supply the details, so please, tell us how it all unfolded.
Well, the turtles showed up, and then they started smacking.
Well, we got there, and there were like these guys in like these red half shells, and they were all like, radical dude, and they're like, have you seen Master Splinter? He's a tall rat. They were kind of like that guy over there, the Wolf Man.
And then we shredded them to death.
No. We don't use that verb. Not like that.
The Red Kojin, here, have there been any such incidents since the liberation?
Not that I am aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yanxia, we will need to increase patrols.
In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid?
He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. It's quite possible he's a delusional idiot.
It's quite possible he's a really good liar. A two-faced
too. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador?
He may very well be an honorable man. I still don't think he can be trusted, or...
Actually, I believe the first one. I think he actually is a good guy. I don't think he's making a feint. I think he's just naive and believes that there's some way we could, like someone, either he's brainwashed and doing these things because he's been told to do them essentially without any kind of like of his own input or regard, so it doesn't really matter at all, or he actually does believe, what he thinks is what he says is possible. He thinks that's possible. I don't know why. Maybe someone at the Empire is feeding him lies, makes him think that they're more flexible than we've seen them be. And maybe he's even kind of aware of them being in the past, but because he kind of indicated he thought that this would be the time for change or whatever.
All right, you want to go with the first one?
I'll go with the first one. And which one do you want? You're gonna take the?
I'm gonna go with dots.
Dots. Like, so you're gonna be quiet on this. We'll see if I'm right. Which by that I mean we'll have to play the game all the way through. Because eventually you can turn on us, who knows? Alright, so waiting for yours to show. Because, whatever. Doesn't matter, I guess this one. There's no right answer for any of these, obviously.
For yours, he said, he confounds you too, I see. And for that reason alone, we would be fools to underestimate him.
And on mine, he says, oh, how I would love to believe that. An ally with the Empire could change everything. It could give us a real chance at peace. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Is that what yours says?
Yep, we're good to go.
Well, for swearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves that somewhat thornier question of how to police the red Kojin. Yeah, they're really lucky with that part, as a really easy rule.
We don't. It's like no summoning. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we don't like that anyway. Like,
no, yeah,
like we believe that our spirits are in our weapons and on the floor right now next to us. Like, why do we need to summon them?
That's like, we're good. We don't want to become zombies. We're good.
Red Kojin, or the Red Kojin particularly, they're like, oh yeah, we gotta get somebody
the zombies of the big man, dude.
They don't become zombies, do they?
Yeah, remember you get enthralled. That's why we had to protect the people earlier.
Oh yeah, from any primal. You're right. It's true. I was thinking like the way that Lakshmi really
they all do it, but they all do it in different ways.
That's true. Like some of them just don't care, but some of them like will.
But even if they don't care, like remember Raijin, the big like old god dude.
Yeah,
when he was showing, he's like, well, I know I'm an icon, which is bad, but I'm going to enthrall people around me because that's how this works. So you might want to put me down.
His role. Yeah, it was kind of odd.
Like he was like the wise one. He was like, I am here to make peace. If you know this is wrong, what you do, stop me so that you may enforce it and thereby have the advocacy of what peace truly is. And my wisdom being thwarted will prove that. But the others are like, Dur, I Ifrit, I make fire burn on the earth.
Yeah.
Everyone die.
Yeah, everyone should die.
I Titan, I crush because you hurt the tiny puny ones. Dur.
Yeah, at least Titan, it feels like he wants to defend the kobolds.
He does.
You know what I mean? He wants them to be successful. Ifrit is really just destroy the world. That is kind of stupid. And then
Leviathan's like haughty as crap, like ego as crap. It's like, I am the greatest being, and you will all be in the waters with me and die because you can't breathe. But too bad.
Yeah, it's more about him in that case. And then what is what's her name?
Oh yeah, she's just like she's haughty too. Like she's like, I am the most beautiful wind drop that ever came across the fields and meadows. And you all aren't good enough for me, so you can all just be blown away. I don't care.
Yeah, you're not worthy. That's what her thing was. No one's worthy.
Let me step on you and push you down into the earth from which you rotten scum come from.
Except for she won't step because she's flying.
I'll air pressure your faces.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alfino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution.
As you will recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain here to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making the subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming this is the case, preventing the primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means of amassing new stores of aether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics that they want to collect.
For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bunshin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon Susanoo. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the Popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right. One which has weighed heavy on my mind.
Oh.
Killing Gosetsu.
Yeah, she gone. No, what? No.
I got you.
I thought you were gonna say Yotsu.
Yeah, I was trying to mess with you. Because he agreed to exchange her. He can't kill her. It makes sense. That's why I was making a joke about having me Gosetsu instead.
I'll kill her and then hand her the body.
She's still eating the freaking puffballs.
She is a freaking child.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you
She should be fat.
Company.
I think she's just... I mean, she's only be here for, like, eating them for, like, a day.
A few.
Oh, shoot! Oh.
The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not
She didn't
excuse your
suspect that,
sins.
and none.
You should be at the bottom of the river.
True.
Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember.
You heard a lot of
Was it
people.
really so terrible? Tell
Yes.
me, please.
I don't
What
like
did I
that.
do?
You killed people? You enslaved people?
You speak of
Do you think
sins,
she's
my
faking
lord.
it?
But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so?
Both.
With both, I would say.
Oh, okay.
For
Alright.
all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is or what
Everybody.
she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
She still did it.
You ask that I show mercy.
I
Yeah,
ask
like-
why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest.
Why am I
Why
not
not
dead?
Was spared not only death,
It doesn't make
but
any
bitter
sense
memories
to
of her
punish
life.
her though if she really can't remember, because
I mean, but then you have to ask the question, okay, let's say she hits her head and she gets her memories back. Now does she have to pay? Because she
Yeah,
remembers?
yeah. The moment that her horribleness returns,
What if
Yeah,
her memories
then-
return, though, and then she decides, oh, that was awful, that was. I'm going to be good now. Does she have to pay?
I think she should have to still. Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point,
That's the point. Is
I
that the
honestly-
sins follow.
like if she ever reverts back, then she has to pay. But like until she does, she's a different person. So it's not fair to punish someone who didn't do anything. Like taking her life, especially,
You
makes
truly
like
think it the
very
will
little
of
sense.
Lokami?
If she starts doing evil things or try to do evil things in this state, then also
His
you could
hilt
end
is
it-
huge, by the way. Sorry. Off
on
topic.
a hand sword.
Yeah, I think it's huge. It's a
The
big
guard or the
The
actual-
guard,
the
guard,
hilt?
guard,
Life is
sorry.
not mine to
Both are,
take.
that hilt actually is pretty. It's more than two hands, like a three-handed sword,
It
so
is yours.
which is ridiculous because that's not a
Safeguard.
thing.
Come the hour of the exchange. If her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
He's using the loved ones as leverage to make it okay.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for your Tsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade.
Oh shoot, is he like crippled now?
Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet,
Oh, is that why he gave the sword? Because he can't even use it anyway?
it
Jeez.
falls to us to shape that
That would be
future,
interesting.
one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
I mean, he probably broke his back by holding up the entire palace.
He's still getting around fine. That's something else. Like maybe his arm doesn't work or something.
Yeah, maybe he like broke tendons or something there.
Like he can't like lift the weight of the blade and the heft anymore. Because I haven't seen him pick anything up other than that one sword, and he only held it with one hand. So maybe the other hand is messed up.
It messed up. Messed up.
Messed up.
Messed up.
I got the Hien again. Lord Hien has at last reached a decision.
He has reached a decision, you say.
Yeah, you ready?
Hold on.
No, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm just fixing the camera a little bit. That's a little better. Oh, we get stuff? Okay.
Look.
What is this? Fending, maiming, striking. Which one is me? I don't remember. Shoot. Am I fending, maiming, or striking? I don't remember.
You're for dancing?
Yeah.
Maiming is spears. Fending, I think, is swords, I guess, like the gladiator, and I don't know if striking might be range. So I think that might be you.
I'll look at my gear I have on right now for a reference when we're out.
Yeah, it should have the same name. Like they always use the same 6 armor class types, or well, weapon set types, I guess, whatever you call it.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh. With Yosuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see their business through.
Yes, I will. Also, Devotional, hi! Welcome to, as you pointed out...
Yeah. Many F's in the chat.
How are you, buddy?
Are we?
What?
Are we paying respect to somebody?
No, it's Family Fantasy Funtime 14, remember?
Yeah, you gotta press F to pay respects, though.
Hold F to pay the respects to everyone who's ever died in this story. Brea, frickin', Choose Goose Voice, I forgot his name, Hachafar.
My apologies.
That!
Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. This is voice acted.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha.
I am so happy to see my people and not at all gonna backstab.
You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course.
Oh no.
As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life. Not even her name.
Oh, is she pulling that again? Ah, shit's the whole amnesia plot. She did this all the time.
To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
She's a child.
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
If we're allies, that shouldn't be a problem. You can see her whenever you want.
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She
Dango.
spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango. Jungle.
How
Dango.
dreadful.
How dreadful.
What? I hate that food so much. By the way, Divismo, hello, how are you?
Food of common is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us.
Divismo, I'm good.
It's Yahtzee.
It's Yahtzee, okay. I'm good. How are you guys doing this evening? I'm doing well. How are you doing, Epsilon?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Though I do have one small request.
A little tired. Pretty good.
Regardless of
we won't be going for too much longer.
Yeah, it's not this. I didn't sleep a lot last couple nights because
before I leave, might you permit me to
insomnia for one, and then also I did some family stuff yesterday. I was out late and it was like I babysit my nephew basically.
Ah, yep, so you were out
late. We were up playing with Legos and stuff. It was fun.
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased.
Yes, I will bring her a plate of dango.
See you to her chambers.
Yes, Lord Hien. I swear I'm going to kill these people.
And murder both of you at the same time. What's his name? Haraka?
Haraka?
The Wolfman? He's so creepy. Sitting there looking at them. Like he doesn't even like the way they model. He still looks like a monster. He doesn't look like a humanoid. Like not human, but he doesn't look like a NPC. He looks like a monster in the field. Like like the style of modeling
yes,
is so different.
He does. Alright, your turn.
Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone? Has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should. Calm yourself, Gosetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much.
What, my lady?
My girlfriend, my young, innocent, beautiful girlfriend. Wait, what?
There she is. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. She remembers everything now. We'll be coming with her breakfast. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. Part of me all hoped your stories were a condition were just that. But alas, as you say, she's a dumb, stupid child. And I hate kids. When you talked to that kid back there, I was just listening to her prattle on. I didn't care about what she was saying.
Suyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all?
No. I mean, yes, but I'm faking no. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear for me from a single look. I leave her in your care. She's useless to the Empire. I mean, I think she'd do better here.
As you wish.
Now, if you excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. I hate paperwork, but I have to. They'll be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I obtain the relevant permissions, I will arrange for the people to be relieved in various duties and sent here to Yangxia. This will take time, of course. You'll get them in batches of 4. We'll send them in little pods down the river. It's a very efficient system.
Of course. You may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until you return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threats of Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there's one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young Domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly.
Please, there is no need to thank me. I care very, very much. And that was an instance where I could show everyone that I cared. Really, it's a good thing that it happened, so you all will trust me more. I did only what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time, because we're all good friends here. Sorry, I still don't fully buy it. The blight of the Red Coach is the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not be need saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be in the hands of Kojin, or indeed the Empire.
I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may yet be hope for us all.
Ow. Until we meet again, sister, you do not remember me. And you're totally not playing it. What if he went in, talked to her, she was like, okay, brother, I'm playing this, but I got their trust. He's like, okay, I'm going to work to get their trust on the opposite side. Could you imagine that?
Part of me was wondering if she's faking it. Did she like reach out to this guy to pretend to be her brother and it's all as a ruse to get her out of here? But like it just fell apart if that was the case. It's gotta be something else. It doesn't make sense to like prolong it. Unless she's getting more information or something for the Empire and this is just really a ruse. That's a long game. Gosetsu. As before, I have Yotsuyo to you. I'm sorry, I leave Yotsuyo to you, sorry.
Hey there, baby, you're with me. Yay, I love you.
Okay, daddy.
Stop.
I'm not your daddy.
Stop!
I'm the nice man who wants to give you... Okay, daddy. You haven't seen that? It's like a Twitter, Instagram, like, audio clip people use of, like, usually it's girls being a little bit, like, risque, I guess, but it's kind of funny.
Okay, Dane.
I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi treat Asahi to a proper farewell. I'm sorry. I lost for a second, I'm sorry.
We're so fucking stupid.
That's what you think.
It's
and
what I
right.
know.
You'd be right.
You'll be right, you little...
Yeah, that's stupid instance room.
I just want to be in your place. Oh, it's raining. Look at this.
I love it when it rains. It's so beautiful. Not like outside for real when it rains. That sucks.
Yeah, but it's nice when you're inside.
Yeah, this is virtual.
Wonderful.
A virtual world. I can do whatever I want here. It doesn't matter. Oh, he came outside too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love the rain.
He's like, oh yeah, I want to be outside. No. I'm trying to click on him. I keep getting your lesser pandas right on top of him.
Heck yeah.
The ambassador's airship awaits. The ambassador's airship awaits at Castrium Fluminus. Let us be off. Like fake Latin names, man. Like Harry Potter all over again. Sasha be so mad at me.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Dumb games. Dumb names.
Dumb names. Dumb games.
Dumb names.
That should be a series you do. That sounds good. I like that. Like that sounds like something that best friends would have had. I'm surprised they didn't.
I wish you a safe journey.
Oh yeah, we're voice acting. More voice acting. Always.
I wish you a
This has
safe
been
journey.
a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our
What was
departure?
that line read? He sounded like a robot.
He has a Garly in him, alright?
Got a point there.
I
I love his soldiers are staying here.
without first giving thanks to the warrior
Must have
of
misunderstood
light
that
for
part.
accompanying
Exchange
me
or
through the
so.
adventure.
Is it weird to you that both of those guys are they're like the elven type people, for they're called here, as opposed to like humans? Because like almost all of the Garleans are humans.
Yep.
Well, they're like Garleans.
Savior of the savages, there will be a reckoning.
Oh, look, he's bad.
You're a little ahead of me. I didn't expect this.
Sorry. You'll see his face.
That eye. Those eyes. What the heck?
This was him.
Oh, we're echoing to see his past?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every
He's about
imperial
traitor.
cut down,
Stop him.
1,000 more will come.
Traitor.
Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
Ugh.
You guys don't understand.
How dare you speak of righteousness?
The Empire is good.
You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy.
Wow.
What in the...
Oh. This is in the past, whenever the sun showed up.
Reinforcements? No, just one. Cut him down!
Oh no, you dumb. You dumb. No, you dumb.
What is it? Xenos von Galvus, or whatever, how you say his middle name.
More death. More death.
I kind of like that he used a samurai sword. That gunblade combo thing.
Mm-hmm.
Made it more unique. Especially because it was also like the new weapon of this area when it first came out. the samurai sword, not the gunblade version of it. That's unique to him only.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne.
The
Oh,
king of
Xenos E.
the former king of Doma, sir.
Yay.
They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Yes.
Is that what they say?
Let me fight him. Not very personable.
What's that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos ye Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the crown bloody prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
Oh god, he got enamored with him.
Lord Xenos.
Oh god.
Hmm.
So when he killed himself, when we fought him, he's like, "You killed the guy I thought was so cool."
Yeah.
Why don't we just...
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Why don't we just tell them that he's like this? Oh wow, look at him.
And his face is terrifying.
Lash out like the beast you
In
are.
the present day, it's like grimace or whatever he's doing
And
there.
jeopardize the newfound peace between Doma and the Empire.
I'm not gonna lash out at you. Hey, he's two-faced. He just talked to me about this. This is exactly what he said. Oh, I didn't say that. Who are you gonna believe here? Really? Are you serious? See, stuff like this, I'm just like, just tell them what he just said to you. Your word
Yeah, how
of
can
life
they
has
not
helped the
trust?
entire time.
Yeah, how can they not
Why-
trust you? They trust you with everything.
Also, I saw his past because I have the freaking echo that you all know about. This is what he saw. He like loves Xenos, so there's that. Okay, cool.
I think he did that knowing that he had. There's nothing that you can do, nothing that we're like to do to stop him. Because if we do interfere, we do stop potential peace here.
We don't have to interfere. We just say, "Hey, Ian, keep going with it," but I just want to let you know this is what he's really like. So
Yeah, but
there. What's he gonna do? Stop the trade?
they might stop the trade. I don't know. That's I'm worried that if he and caught wind, he's like, I don't trust you anymore, and he's done. Like that's what I don't know if our character will say anything just because of that.
Cherish this moment. Lock it away within my heart. Until the day we meet again.
Bye. I don't care.
I really like his outfit actually. It's like a mix of the Doman and the Empire.
Quack! Head it back. Bird helmet, ready to go. Ship just sit there the whole time, I guess.
I lost my head. Your whole body is a head.
Freaking the head connects to the rest of the ship. It becomes a freaking Megazord.
The head ship is connected to the body ship.
How much would you want that? How much? Tell me. How much would you want the Garlemons to have Megazords?
If that ship in the air actually had like a body type shape, yeah, that'd be cool. But like it's just like a.
It could be one of those tiny ones that only has like 3 pieces to it. The really small Megazords.
It still doesn't look like that though.
All right, Ian. So he's awful, by the way.
He is awful.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
If you give me the chance game, I will tell him.
I think it's either going to do it or it's not going to do it
Here
at
you
all.
go. Here's what he said. He's terrible, but we need the exchange, so let's do that. Okay, cool.
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Does Yugiri have the scale stuff on her lips? Do you see that?
It might be a little bit. I can't tell. I see that artifact in now.
It's like some white on her
Calm
lips.
yourself, Yugiri. I set no store by him
It
or
might be a
his
coloring thing. I don't know if it's
brethren.
scale.
But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game.
Yep.
After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
Yeah, just get the people back.
My lord.
It
we
is
bear
on
no
her
blame for their
lips.
fate.
It is on her lips. Look at that. Wow.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation.
I'd be okay with that.
But now we have
I can't remember how long the song from me.
If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
It's on my lips. It's lyric. I can't remember now.
My lord.
Aww.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
What's that? I don't care. I just punch myself in the face.
Oh, jeez.
I'll punch myself in the ear because I didn't expect my headset to be this far out.
Aw, we feel bad. What did I say to him? What'd I do?
Yes, he's okay. He took this the right way.
Yeah,
that's what I was worried. I was worried he'd be like, "Oh no, Louis, he's bad. We're done. No more." But yeah, no, he's thinking of it like, "Okay, the prisoners, we can get them back, and then once we get them back, then we're like, yeah, we're done here."
Yeah, of course. He is a smart boy.
Yeah, I just worried he'd be
smart
like,
boy.
I just worried he'd be like, "Oh, he's gonna double cross me, so I can't even talk to him anymore," kind of thing.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, our look where we're like so sad at the end.
Yeah, I just got that. I was a little bit behind you talking. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Because he had said, well, he looks like he likes me, unlike some people. We're like,
Like some people, and they point to us, and it's like,
what'd I do?
So, our
What
character's
freaking Eustace, what'd I do?
Now, what are you gonna do about it? Okay. It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long? Almost drop it right before the very end because he got what he wanted. He created a deal.
Yeah, because he no longer thinks it's necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange.
And he has leverage. It's not like he ends going back out now. He has enough.
And he
like,
confirmed
space.
that his sister is useless.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, 'tis possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord will have taken its toll. He fought side by side with us. Whatever the explanation.
So that's why he was stabbing the turtle so intensively. Like,
yeah, he was just imagining it was our character.
He was eviscerating them. I just thought it was like oh, dude, it works with the stupid head cannon covered in the blood. Remember? Well, that was good.
Oh yeah. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Kojin must be placed under the surveillance and the Guardian prisoners. The Guardian prisoners made ready for the exchange. But you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you. So, next thing we do, we're just going to do the hour of each there.
I should certainly hope so. Sorry. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we will be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I had thought we might use this time to return to Eosia, but given the volatility of the situation, I happily best remain in Kukage. That's you.
Sorry, I didn't advance. I clicked it and just didn't do anything. Okay, agreed. Between Yatsu's amnesia and Asahai's dubious agenda, I'd say we have an ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. So they're going to make us do some dumb side quest, and we'll come back to this. Yeah, because we have to stay here, maybe something out here. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the defeat alone. Sorry, attempt the fates.
To Kukane, then. Tataru and others must know what's inspired here.
I cannot wait to gossip with Tataru.
Oh yeah. Come talk
So,
to me,
wait,
Cillian.
why would he want to talk to her? She's so mad at him about buying that sword for too much.
Come have a chat with me. Oh no, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed. This is the last we see Alpha now.
Alright, back to Kugane. Let's
Is
work
anybody
back,
upset
and
about
then that'll
that, though?
probably be a good place for us to stop, honestly. This is getting a little later. And we'll stop in Kugane, which is a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
A sanctuary! Sanctuary!
Rise of the Sun. In
Come on.
Ruby Bazaar.
It's not loading.
It's your hard drive. You should put that on an SSD, bro.
But, alright.
I warned you, bro. I told you about
I
the
know,
hard disk
but
drives.
I'm lazy.
Do you have an SSD in your system, or have you not bought one yet?
I haven't bought one, dude.
I might have one.
No.
I'll look for one for you and send you a link.
No. Oh, okay. So save anything. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna buy it for you.
Buy one for me.
I think they might be a little expensive right now. Their price did jump up really bad last year during the shortage, and like, well, we still in the shortage. Like last year was bad, but it was also because that stupid. There's a cryptocurrency called Chia that requires you to use drive storage to accumulate. Yeah, just like that. It's actually spelled the same way. And even like most people use Chia Pets as like an image for it. You dissolve the party?
Yeah, we're gonna end. I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Oh yeah,
sleep.
you can go to the inn. Go to sleep. Yeah,
you can go to the thing if you want.
I'm hanging out outside of the place.
I like to role play that my girl's gonna go back to sleep and be able to have a nice rest.
Dude, Sarah just sits outside in the rain for 2 weeks and doesn't do anything, just staring. Right now he's got a little dress up Rob on to entertain him, I guess. He used to have the little Gala cat to fly around, Gala kitty to fly around him, but yeah, he just sits around and watches his minions play around. He probably does minion fights, like, on his own.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, actually one of the, like, I wish there was an animation for it. It's just like a fake.
Wait, they don't have like fight in World of Warcraft?
It's not like
have them like actually fight.
It's not like Pokemon. Not that I've seen. I'm pretty sure I played the minigame. I don't remember having like that. It was just like you get to see the stats. I don't remember there being a like animation for it. Most of the stuff in the Golden Saucer doesn't have animations. Like, I don't like that. The jumping puzzle game has the most interactive and like actual like game mechanic stuff in it because it's
a game mechanic.
It's literally the physics of the game, of this game, like just put into a little mini game.
Absolutely. Did you leave the game yet?
No.
Okay.
You need a story?
Yes, please type the ending one. Thank you.
You want me to tell you a story?
No, but I mean you can, but put it in on Discord.
A good story to tell you. I don't think it's appropriate for the stream. I'm just kidding.
You can tell me later.
Yeah. That's for streaming after dark or whatever. What's the series called? I forgot.
I don't remember.
The one that doesn't exist. The bad jokes.
Something after dark. I don't remember.
That should be a series. Something on the bad jokes. That'd be a fun series.
That's just every stream with us.
That's basically Slosh's life.
Aww.
She chose to do it.
Epsilon, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, I'm here and definitely not a robot or recording.
Oh no! If you're recording very well. Am I that predictable? Just to like plan every kind of response.
Down to the second. I'm sorry.
You just do what Charles does and just go shake your head.
Yeah,
and say shut up every 5 seconds.
I can definitely make a fake Charles. I can bake a fake Charles. That's what I accidentally just said. Yeah, I could definitely make a fake Charles. It's so simple. It literally is just like a slight assessment of the situation to know whether he should be upset with it or happy with it. And if he's happy, you just kind of smile and nod a slight amount, like and then with your eyes closed. And then if he's upset, you close his eyes and you make him shake his head like this, and that's it. That's all you have to do. There's only 2 responses he does, so it's super simple. And if it's you talking at all, then he just grabs a knife and starts doing this. Done. Charles robot. I'm gonna make a Charles robot.
All right, Epsilon. Devotional says goodbye, and I will say goodbye too.
Oh, yep. Bye, Devotional. It was nice having on and get to watch a little bit of what we did.
All right, I'll talk to you later, my dear cuz. We'll continue this in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hold on. There we go. All right, let me change this to just chatting because I'm a good streamer. I'm not, but you know, I'm trying. I'm a trying streamer. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right. So that was our dive into Final Fantasy XIV for today. We did a little bit. We got the Empire more involved in their little bits of treacherous fiends, as they always were. So we'll have to see. I have ambitions and dreams. I do have hopes and dreams, as it were. Dun, dun, dun. Cute Undertale music. All right. Once again, I am Icarus. These are the streams. Thank you for stopping by. We dive in. We're at a reduced schedule now, for real. 2 times a week on Sundays around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Every other week, Epsilon and I, my cousin who was just on, who's wonderful, dive into Final Fantasy XIV together for family time. And we're going through the end of Stormblood, as you can see. Almost done. We'll be in Shadowbringer soon. We keep saying that. At some point, we will. And we also on Tuesdays, Tuesday or Wednesday, depending. It'll probably be Tuesday, but it could be Wednesday this week. We will be diving into Omori. We've been making our way through that, and it's been very good. And that will be the last of the scheduled major streams for a long time. I'm planning to go on reduced schedule for a little bit. I've been streaming for a while. I've been really enjoying it, but I do want to take a break. I actually have been streaming a little bit off schedule. I've been doing just because I've been playing freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why. So I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel because I'm terrible and I like my Magician deck, so I want to use it. So I've been streaming a little bit of that. So I might do odd streams every so often, even when we're on reduced schedule hiatus once we finish Omori. But for a while, we will be on a really, really, really reduced schedule where Final Fantasy XIV, what we're doing now, pretty much be the only one we'll be doing for a bit. So that'll be starting soon. I am up in the air about whether I'll return to streaming fully. I'm seeing about it. Just want to, take a break, see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with it. So I feel like these scripts are just sticky notes on the side monitor for reminders to set the category. Yes, I do. Dude, I always forget to set a category. I've been getting better about it. I saw you shout around, traitor. Hey, you can get on the game. I'll play with you, Epsilon, if you want to. I was just, look. I saw Octopimp playing it. Go watch Octopimp. He's great. And I was like, I wonder if I can make with one deck I always loved. I want to make it like a Dark Magician Girl deck because she's beautiful. And I was like, okay. And I found I could. So I was like, okay, that's cute. It'll probably take me too long to make it, so I won't play it, though. I made it in like an hour. So I was like, well, that was easy. Okay. I guess I'll play a little bit. And then I stayed up till 6 in the morning that day. And I was like, oh no. So, you want a shoutcast? Feel free. Come on in. Make fun of your bad plays. You should. But yeah, so the point is, we may be doing a little off stream here and there like that. It depends. But the major streaming will be stopping with Omori. So we dive in 2 times a week, Sundays at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, Tuesdays/Wednesdays, one of the two, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Omori. So that's what we'll be doing going forward. You can always find me on Twitter and YouTube where all the VODs go up. You can find that. Not the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones, because I'm sorry I didn't. But you can find that on the Twitch page, and you can get links to all that. So if you're going to leave now, may God bless you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to see you next time. If not, that's okay. Hope you have a fantastic week, day, or, whatever you're experiencing going forward. God bless you, and I hope he gives you amazing blessings for the future. If you're going to stick around a little longer, I am a believer in God's word. I do like to share a little bit of his word at the end of every dive into the streams. So today, it's it's a Sunday, and we do like going through kind of like, I like to make a bigger devotional on Sundays, kind of like a New Testament dive. So last time, let me pull it up, we were going through John 10, 1 through 18. And we didn't get through all of it, but that's okay, because we're going to revisit it today and go through more of it. This is talking about the part of history where Jesus was going on his ministry, and when he was talking about the gospel, the good news of his death and resurrection that would be coming very soon, whenever he was living on the earth. So John 10, 1 through 18 is talking about that. And he's talking about the responses of people that hear the voice, the gospel, preach unto them, and how different people can respond in different ways that are beneficial for them or not. Because the Lord, ultimately, the gospel is preached in order to share the good news of Jesus' death and resurrection. But it is the people who have to listen and respond, and the Holy Spirit that touches their hearts. Well, it touches my heart, so I could hear and respond, accept Christ as my Savior, and others too. And hearing that is the sheep that hear the voice and follow. So, just as a recap for the verse itself, anything in red is spoken by the Lord himself, just a reminder. Truly, truly, I say to you, he who does not enter the sheepfold by the door, but climbs in by another way, that man is a thief and a robber. But he who enters by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the gatekeeper opens. The sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought them all out to his own, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. A stranger they will not follow, but they will flee from him, for they do not know the voice of strangers. This figure of speech Jesus used to them, but the people didn't understand. So he said to them again, let me break it down for you. Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, who would lead the sheep astray, but they did not listen to them. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He who is a hired hand is not a shepherd, or who does not know the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolf snatches them and scatters them. He flees because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And I have other sheep that are not of this fold. I must also bring them, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life that I may take it up again. No one takes it from me, and I may lay it down of my own accord. I have authority to lay it down. I have authority to take it up again. This charge I've received from my Father. So this is the Lord, this is Jesus speaking with authority on the word, on the gospel that he is in the process of fulfilling while he was on earth. It is him talking about the word reaching out to people who did not believe false prophets or vain beliefs before and have waited for his coming so that the voice may reach them, the gospel may reach their ears, they may be sanctified by his blood. So, we've been going through the sheep herding analogy. The sheep are us, are people, knowing the Lord's word, to be called, says Thessalonians 2:14, to this he called you through our gospel, you may obtain glory through Lord Jesus Christ. And any other calling that is not of Jesus himself, for I am the way, the truth, and life, there is no way to the Father but by me, I am the door, I am the one leading the sheep, is not the correct voice. Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, literally using the analogy there too, but are ravenous wolves inwardly. And there's no other voice or captive philosophy that can take us, as Colossians 2:8 says, which you can kind of read, kind of in the way, but you can kind of see it right here. You kind of see it. And then here we see that some of the other voices may be enticing and may try to provide things for our lives that may look good, but it's only the voice of the Lord that brings true everlasting life. The thieves and robbers are anything besides Christ that is a false voice. Just answer them, see, no one leads you astray, I am the Christ, and they may lead other people astray. And false teaching is the world's teaching, are only profitable for vanity and death. In the end, the word of the Lord is what brings eternal life, not anything else. And the promise that was made, that Jesus gave to us, is eternal and will continue forever. So this is kind of where we stopped last time talking about the voice, and we kind of went into a discussion on some other things, which was good, about proofs and evidence and faith and how it's hard. But the voice itself convicts, and the Holy Spirit, we are told, convicts the hearts. His word is a striking sword that cuts to the heart of men. And there's a Bible verse about that. I don't know the exact reference, I'm sorry. And we know that it has power. And if the Lord is real, if his voice is true about what's written here, which must be accepted as it, we know that it cuts through to the heart of a person and convicts them in a strong way. So, the temporal hired hand as opposed to eternal faithful servant. I am the good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. He who's a hired hand will not go, he'll flee whenever the danger comes. For the temporal hired hand, once again, we got the parallels going here. There's no future for the false prophet. Temporal hired hands are just the world's temporal prophecies and philosophies and beliefs that will eventually crumble. The world's teachings will not outlast eternity when it comes. They are vain, they are changeable. It's kind of like feelings and emotions. It's kind of like basing one's life on that. They may feel really strong for a moment and may have a lot of like practical use in a moment, but they'll change and they'll move and they'll flow. The things of the earth are always changing what we know and what we understand because we're barely getting through any of it because we're basing on vain philosophies of just this world and not everything that exists, which is so much more, I believe. Isaiah 8:20 talks about it. To the teaching and to the testimony, if they will not speak according to this word, it is because they have no dawn. And those who follow them will have no dawn as well. Jeremiah 5:30-31. An appalling and horrible thing has happened in the land. This was back in the day where Jeremiah was talking. I'm actually in Jeremiah, so I'm going to come across this soon in my own studies. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests rule at their own discretion, not the Lord's. My people love it. I love to have it so. People love to hear what they want to hear. The preacher that gives the word, or the priest or the person that preaches what we want to hear. We talked about that last time. But what will we do when the end comes? The temporal hired hand, the philosophies of the world, can only save us while we're alive here on this mortal plane. They give us shelter and fulfillment for a period of time. But as we all know from a secular point of view, death comes for all. Death is a real reality that no one has ever been able to deny or go against biblically, truly, except for Enoch. And who else was taken? Isaiah. The two individuals who were taken directly to heaven and didn't experience death. We'll get there in the Old Testament, don't worry. False teachings of the world's philosophies, can be helpful in certain ways, and a lot of the goodness of it stems from the Lord's actual writing and truth. You shall not covet, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not hurt, you shall not harm, and all of that. You shall honor your father and mother. All of these things, even the secular world believes because it helps us to live happy, good lives. But even all the goodness of the world and all the feel-goodness of moving forward with progression and achieving new things will eventually fade. I mean, we see that with ancient civilizations. Rome and all of its glory faded and fell. And yes, its legacy continued on, and backs of giants other nations stood, including our own, for sure, America. But it still faded, and all of the stuff and philosophies may continue in some degree, but they're not useful for the people there anymore. They're dead. In the end, the things of the world only apply and aid for while one is alive, and sometimes not even for that whole time because, fallen world and things just don't always go well. But the eternal faithful shepherd provides a faithful and eternal promise that goes beyond death, a security that doesn't flee whenever crap hits the fan in the world or death starts to come and rear its head. The good shepherd dies for his sheep to grant everlasting peace. 1 Peter 2:24-25. He himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, that we might die to sin and live to righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. For you were straying like sheep, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your souls. There was love displayed unlike any other when Jesus died for us, an everlasting peace and eternal promise to thwart the temporality of mortal coil and life, something that could continue on and grant something that the world can never provide. In Romans 5:8, I don't know what that was. I guess it was someone like opening a gate or something. But God shows his love for us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Jesus is the Almighty Savior because of what he did. Because of the promise he made. Actually, wait, hold on. Because the promise he made, as you see in 1 John 2:25, here at the bottom here, and this promise is made that he made to us, eternal life. His blood gives us eternal life that we may have something that the temporal the temporal promises over there on the side can't give. The vain teachings of the world, as it says down here, my people love to have it so. And as we talked about in this first slide, like way back here, no, here. No. Here, the other voice. See to it no one keeps captivity by empty deceit according to magician, according to the experience of the world, not according to Christ. And above it, whereas itching ears will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions. Right over here. The thief and robber, the temporal hired hand, the individual who portrays to have answers and insight and fulfillment on the world's level will only go so far. And it will only grant up to the point of that temporal, that mitigated, short-handed, short-sighted kind of fulfillment that only lasts for a small amount of time. Because in the end, something bad will happen in our lives that stops that temporal philosophy, that philosophy of the world from functioning fully, that will call into question our own beliefs. That's why everyone always complains about like existential crisis and things like that. It's like, oh wait, this thing happened to me, now I don't know where I stand. Hold on, maybe I need to reevaluate. Because the philosophies of the world can only last so long. Because it's, wait a minute, this thing I believed, now I know more of the world. Hold on, does this fit? Oh no, wait, hold on. Let me see if this still is able to fulfill me in the same way it did. Or do I have to change, jump ship? Or did the higher hand scatter whenever the wolves came? And now I got to find another shepherd to hold me down and keep me like safe in the world, you know, to have a philosophy to go by. What's amazing about what Jesus did and about the word is the true voice that one can hear is that it may have to be waited on, but it provides eternal peace and a promise that will hold, unlike any other love that's displayed. Jesus' death on the cross is what all of the Old Testament led to. That voice that speaks the word of the Lord, the gospel, is what grants everlasting life. And once a person is saved by the blood of Christ, that blood washes that person. And they have an eternal Lord, eternal God, who already defeated death, created death, by the way, and the world, and defeated it. All like by coming down here and dying for us. So in that case, there's no fear. There's no worry of the wolves and of the terrible situations of life that can smack us. I mean, it's going to shake us for sure. We're human. But we know that there's a eternity for us, for those who believe, for those who are sanctified. A door we can go through by being led by by Jesus through the door by the good shepherd into that pasture where we will be. But the best part, honestly, about the word, about the voice that's given, is like, okay, well, Israel was his chosen people through the Old Testament. We're learning about that. Remember, we had the devotionals in Genesis. Remember Isaac and, Abraham, Isaac, and now Jacob, and he's renamed Israel, and they have the 12 sons. Remember, we're starting to do that. Okay, so Israel gets like the treatment and everything, but what about the rest of the world? Well, that's the best part of the gospel. It's open to all. It's not some secret understanding of the world that has to be, deciphered and understood to quell the existential dread of understanding of existence in order to gain like enlightenment. It's a simple, open love that anyone can see and anyone can accept and humble themselves and accept as theirs. And I have other sheep that are not of this fold, verse 16. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So it be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life that I may take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down on my own accord. I have authority to take it down, I have authority to take it up again. This charge I have received from my Father. The salvation of the gospel is extended to all, not just Israel. 1 John 2:2. He is the propitiation for our sins, and not for ours only, but the sins of the whole world. Everyone, no matter who they are, where they hail from, where they come from, what their past is, the doubts, anything, they are open to the blood of Christ and the gospel preached. That's the best part. Acts 15:7-9. And after there had been much debate, that's because this was back in Acts, whenever Jesus had just left, And a lot of people were debating. We're like, wait, so Jesus is gone. He is our Savior, of course. But these Gentiles, the non-Jews, they can't be in here. Well, yeah, we can. We were told that the gospel, well, that doesn't have the gospel. And Peter, the disciple Peter, the hot-headed freaking disciple who sometimes means well, loyalty of the rock, but has issues, he, showing the faith that the Lord had given, stood up and said to them, brothers, you know that in the early days God made a choice among you. But by my mouth the Gentiles should hear the word of the gospel and believe. And God, who knows the heart, bore witness to them by giving them the Holy Spirit just as he did to us. And he made no distinction between us and them, having cleansed their hearts by faith. Okay, wait, this wasn't in Acts. This is in Acts. So yeah, this is pretty soon after. So I was looking at 1 John earlier. I was mixing up the two. So the Holy Spirit is the one that saves and that comes into the heart. The voice of the Holy Spirit comes into the heart and convicts us that we may be saved. And it's open to all. Gentiles, the word Gentiles just means non-Jews. That's what it means. So if Jews are able to be saved and Gentiles, that means the entire world. That means every person is able to come to Christ and accept him as their Savior and accept that blood and salvation. It is open to all. And it's not some secret thing. It is a voice that all can hear. And that the Holy Spirit will work through to convict the hearts of those who hear. And the Holy Spirit is the one who cleanses. That's the best part, is that Christ is the one doing the work, not us. It's not by our work or our progress or our achievement and growth and development as a humanity or as a person or as like an idea, philosophy that evolves through the times. It's not by any of that, which could fail and could stutter and could backtrack and could regress and can pendulum back and forth like humanity does because we can't freaking get it right, because we never do. We don't. It is by a God, a Savior, who is all-knowing, all-consistent, and everlasting in his peace and love. And who through the Old Testament all the way through the New to where we are now extends that through the beautiful story of the voice of the door that was opened for the good shepherd who laid his life down for the sheep so he may walk them in. And so the door, he can trickle his blood over each sheep as they walk through so that they are seen with his blood and not their own black spots, as it were. Analogies. So that's the voice. That is what Jesus was trying to teach in this moment, is that he was trying to, while he was still alive, make it known to the people around him, I am the shepherd who has come. I lay down my life for the sheep. And I didn't write about this, and I should have. I'm so sorry. This part here, I forgot you see my mouse. This part here, no one takes it from me. I lay down my own accord. I have the authority to lay down, authority to take it up. Yeah, this is a charge. He came of his own accord. Christ, Jesus is God in the Trinity. He is the Lord. He came of his own accord. No one gave him that right. He had that right because of who he is, because he is the I am, the Almighty. No one takes it from me. I lay it down of my own accord. I came to do this for you all because I love you. I chose to do it. I chose, as a charge from the Father, to accept. I had authority to lay it down, and I had the authority to pick up my life again and walk out of that grave. I had the authority to submit to the death and to come forth out of the grave as part of the charge I chose to take for all of you. And it is the Lord's grace and love that has saved us because of that choice, because he made that for us. So that voice is reaching out to each and every one of us. And I'm trying to show it here too. I hope the Lord's able to work through me to show the voice of the gospel so many more can be convicted and have that everlasting life and love that I want to give. I know last time we talked about like how the evidence is really hard for it. There's a lot of faith and how like, well, I know you want to give it, but, and Devotional, I hope it's okay if I use your words on that. I know you want to give it because it fulfills you, but that doesn't mean it fulfills me, like all that stuff. And it's like, absolutely, like that, thank you, Devotional. That is absolutely a thing. And I've been thinking about it a lot since that week. There's not much I can do to convince outside the faith itself. But I'm not worried, because if what we see here is true, if what Peter said right here, my mouth, the gospel, Gentiles should hear the word of the gospel and believe. And God, who knows the heart, the only individual who can know a human heart. And trust me, I'm a counselor. My job is to look into the human heart to do the best I can. We can't teach crap. And anyone who says they can't is a fraud. And I will back that up. People can understand patterns of the heart and symptoms and statements. We cannot know the human heart. Bull crap. But God does. And he who knows the heart can give witness and as the Holy Spirit convict and cleanse by faith. The whole thing it talks about the voice here is that if we look back in the verses, the voice leads the sheep, and the sheep know the voice and follow. The voice calls the sheep and convicts them through the voice that they hear. And the sheep who know the voice, the ones who are convicted in their heart, follow. Now I'm not going to get into all free will and stuff, because that's a lot. There is free will, for sure, biblically 100%. But it's also important to understand that the Lord is the one who works through the heart, and it's by his work that one is saved and converted and washed by the blood. This is a great thing, in my opinion, because yes, there's free will, but it means that I don't have to worry about his voice convicting people. I don't have to worry that I say the wrong thing or that the voice may not reach or that the evidence isn't fully there. Although I do need to become educated and do my best, of course. That's important. It's important to be educated and to try to be smart and stuff. We do not need to be babes. We need to be able to grow up and eat the meat of the word and all that, of course. But it is not me who convicts the heart. It is not me who works with my clients in my job as a clinician. It is the Lord who works through me. And especially in matters of the heart, the Lord is the one who's in control. So I know that whenever I preach the gospel, it will not come back empty. It will go out and convict the hearts of those who are looking and for those who want to understand. It may take time. It can take a long time, and that's okay, because the Lord will work through every person he hears to have them hear the voice and move to the door so that they may walk through. For those who want to hear the voice and follow as the sheep. And I hope that whenever we do these devotionals, even as we go on hiatus, reduce schedule, I'm still here, reduce schedule, and as things start to wind back a little bit, I do still hope to present these and the Lord's word and the gospel to everyone so that the Lord can work through me, and the Holy Spirit can work through my words as the gospel's work through my speech to convict the hearts of those out there too, to give that kind of peace that only he can give. The peace that he had promised. Hold on, I have it right here. Please move. In 1 John 2:25, and this is a promise that he made to us, eternal life. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. Whoever believes Jesus was sent by the Father, he does not come into judgment, but is passed from death to life through that door. And that's what life is all about, is hearing that voice and walking through that door at the end. Not the temporal philosophies of the world that will fade with death, but the eternal that will continue into the everlasting. That is what the life is pointing to. That's what the whole of the Old Testament was pointing to. And that's what will come into the end. So, yeah. Anyway, that'll pretty much do it for today. Thank you so much for joining. We were able to get through more of Final Fantasy XIV. We were able to have our good devotional at the end too. I hope it was able to give some insight into how the gospel functions and what Jesus was trying to do when he came to this earth. To give the everlasting life, to become the door, to fulfill becoming the door, because that was already planned before. Thanks, Defismo. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to go on and head off. I should eat a dinner. I hope I'm hungry enough. I keep eating lunch late, so it makes my dinner go later. I'm probably going to go on ahead and do it because it's already 8 and I got to get up tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by and for coming by and seeing and watching VODs or whatever it is you're doing. I hope God's able to bless you in this upcoming week, that you have success in what you're working towards. Don't be afraid to take care of yourself and take time to breathe and to rest and to pray, because he does listen. That same voice can hear as our voice goes out to him too. And the Holy Spirit is what convicts us, works in us to do so. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking for now. God bless everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.